What's going on, you guys? I am Charity, and we are going to have a great time today. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the best Wednesday of our lives. Money Bags is here. Crazy 8, good morning. DJ, great to see you again, my friend. Finds for Seekers. Ooh, that's a great name. Welcome in. Mel's here. Oh my gosh, you guys, the whole gang's showing up. Lulu, good morning. Good morning. I am so happy to see everybody this morning. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful and amazing and fruitful and crazy and awesome day. So, what not changed there? Look here a little bit. This is interesting. So, I have been streaming from this exact same location for like the last like week and a half from this seat, and something must have updated. It's different. I can see my whole light up here, and usually I can't. So that is interesting. Good to see you as well. Thrift store intern, welcome in. Hey, pretty green lady. Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, this is totally changed. Somehow it changed its look a little bit. So that's interesting. So you guys are going to get a view of my light up there today. So y'all might notice in your shows that your view has changed as well. I'm interested to see if anybody else noticed that. So it's almost like a wide angle lens today. So when you guys pop into your shows today, take a look if you've updated your app and see if you're getting that, because this is totally wide angle. Like, you guys are seeing way more of my room today than you normally see, and I haven't changed any settings on here. Literally, it's something within Whatnot that updated. So hopefully that light is not too annoying up there. I apologize if it is. Just one more chapters here. Meg's in the house. Good morning, Meg. Thrift is here. I'm so happy to see you. Just one more chapter. TGR Bite, great to see you. One Ullman's Finds, welcome in. Oh, Meg got her patches. You are so welcome. I hope you love them. I try to just pick out cute little things that I think the person will like. You just never know what people are going to like, but I try to make it a little bit personal. So that is exciting. Oh my gosh, you guys, I forgot my coffee too. Justin! Justin! I forgot my coffee. That's going to be a tragedy. Oh, yes, I'm going to make a video. I'm interested to see too if anyone that gets the patches. So if you guys are like not sure what I'm even talking about, I have this little thing. I bought a whole bunch of patches, and if you buy the patches, I pick out a bunch and I send them to you. But it's not just the ones in the photos. I have like 150 of them or something, and I go through and I pick out ones that I think you'll like based on kind of if I know you, or based on like our interactions, or based on your profile. And it's always interesting to see if somebody understands why I sent them to them. Totally going over to interpret them for fun. I love it, Meg. Perfect. Wendy, welcome in. I think that's amazing. Suburbanish. DJ. DJ is going to do the patches. We got somebody else doing the patches, so I got to pick the patches. You guys, life is short and we need to have fun. And I think getting a chance to pick out patches for people is fun. So hopefully you like the ones you get in the mail, DJ. I hope you like them. So Donald, welcome in. Corella Genre, welcome in. Good morning. Steph is here. Steph Hop, as in hop like a frog. I love it. Fantastic. All right, you guys, it is Wednesday. It is the middle of the week. How are we doing so far? Money, I'm so glad you asked what we are doing today, because today we're doing shoes. Every person in here is like, cheese and crackers. How is she doing shoes again? Here's the story. All right, here's the story. For those of you that are just joining in, if you are new to the stream, my name is Charity, aka Nice Comps. I am a full-time reseller out of the South Austin, Texas area. I have been full-time reselling for a year now, but I was like super part-time before that. I was probably sourcing more than I was ever listing. And so I was a pretend reseller. And in the last year, I'm a real reseller. I'm a real boy. So I go full-time now. And over this last like 40 days, we've been going like crazy hard, and it is definitely paying off. We're doing this like 30 days accountability, which has turned into just doing it every day. We are listing, we are grinding, we are going, and we're getting through the horde. And the horde for me is shoes. I have boxes upon boxes of these moving and crates. I have probably 20 more of these, if not more, of just shoes. So I'm trying to hammer through them so I can get them listed and get them out of the garage because I have nowhere to move. My garage is so full right now. I have two people waiting for me to come pick up more stuff from them because I'm doing a buyout. I literally don't even have room. I don't have room in my garage to bring more stuff in. So I am going crazy fast, and we realized that what was taking up so much of our space was these gosh dang shoes. So we are going to be doing shoes today. We're going to be cleaning. We're going to be talking about the different ways to do shoes. We're going to be talking about selling shoes. We're going to be talking about keywords for shoes. Moneyback says you can buy my shoes too. I don't need any more shoes. Brittany Walker, welcome in. Awesome Finds is here. Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness. I feel like I have like a Jack hair in my eye. Can anybody see it? Can you guys see? Do I have Jack hair in my eye? That Jack, I'm telling you, you give him a bath and he sheds for a year. Good morning, everybody. The gang is showing up. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna be working on shoes today. Next week we'll probably get back to clothes. And you guys get to see, my big setup over here. I have a raid train. We are doing an auction. We're doing a raid train on Saturday. Ask me what I'm gonna do. The answer is I have no idea. I'm gonna just go grab some stuff out of the garage and just start running it, and hopefully clear out some space. That's the goal. How many things can Charity get through on Saturday and clear out some space? Yes, awesome finds. I have each of those kinds of shoes that we will be listing today. Oh my goodness, my shoulder from cleaning shoes. However, I will say being able to use, our little thing that we do, our little electric cleaner, is a major lifesaver. And then of course some of the shoes you guys are not seeing because I'm just throwing them in the washer machine. And then I just list them kind of as is. So look at you being on time. I know we're doing it, guys. We're doing this thing where we do this thing. It's this magical thing called consistency and a schedule. I know it's crazy. Who would have ever thought it would work? It's bananas. So let's do our accountability real quick here. Y'all know I am doing accountability of how much I photo every day, how much I list, and then how much we sell. You guys are welcome to do this along with us. All you need is a writing utensil and a notebook. It's free of charge because you probably have it in your own home. And then what I'm doing is just putting down the day, how many I photographed, how many I listed, and then how many I sold, just to kind of give me a running metric. And then of course, Nifty, our cross-listing software, keeps track of all of my, what platforms I'm selling on, how much I've sold for the month and all that. It keeps track of all that kind of stuff. I just like to do this as a little bit of an accountability. Indigo, welcome in. Old Ladies Attic. Oh, Justin sighting. Justin sighting. Justin sighting. Good morning, Thrifty Old Ladies Attic in the house as well. Sophisticated is here. Great to see you. Still in Style, thank you so much for sharing this stream. I appreciate you. That helps. Can you link Nifty? Yes, I can. Let me get that. Justin made us a QR code because I'm a real grown-up now with a QR code. So this is Nifty. And I know a lot of people in here already use it, so I don't want to go over it a ton because I don't want to bore y'all. But this is our cross-listing software. So this is how we list everything. So we take photos of items and then we upload them into Nifty. And then Nifty actually creates the listings for me. So it creates the title, it creates the description, and it fills in all the item specifics for all the platforms, which would be the Bay, Poshy, Depoppers, and Mercari May. No, it does not work yet on Whatnot. She's working on that. And so once it's uploaded in there, then I go in and I tweak the title a little bit. I tweak the description a little bit, and then I copy and paste my keywords from our master keywords list in. Then I put in my shipping profile, which is just a drop down, and I select how much I want to charge for shipping because I do flat rate, and I put in the price I want to charge. So it takes me about, a minute tops per listing, and that's like being generous. So that's what we do. So I'm able to get stuff listed quickly. Before we were using Nifty, I was getting up On a really, really good day, on a like Charity killed it. I can't believe she murdered this day to the point of no return. It's the craziest I've ever done. Would be like 20 items. 20 items was kind of my goal at that time. Realistically, I probably only got maybe 10 up a day. With Nifty, I'm able to get at least 30 up a day, providing I've taken the photos and done the other work ahead of time. So that ain't bad. That ain't bad. I think 30 listings a day listed on all four platforms. That's 120 places that my items are each and every day. Nifty also delists and relists for you. So it has a really cool setting that I really like too. So it delists your item. You can set it to relist and delist however many days you want. I don't do it on Poshy because Poshy's having a meltdown. But I do it on the Bay, the Poppers, and Mercari May. So it delists and relists every 30 days. And what I've got it set to is I have it to set it to knock it down 1%. So when it relists online, it the internet thinks it's a brand new listing because not only does it have a new title, or I'm sorry, not only does it have a new URL, or think of it as an address. So it's got a new address, but it also has a new price. And so it just helps people to not think it's the same listing. So it delists and relists for me. It does all, it sends all of my offers out for me. It does all of my expenses. It does all of my inventory. It tells me how much I'm making on each platform. It tells me what my expenses are on each platform. It literally does everything for us. We don't use anything else. It's the only thing we use is just Nifty now. So it's amazing. If you guys want to try it out, if you follow that code right there, so all you got to do is touch on that little picture with the QR code, screenshot it, and then follow that picture from your photos over. And because you went through another reseller's link, you get 7 days for free to try it. So you get a week to try it for free. And then you get 15% off your first month, which is great. I also recently found out that she's going to be changing some of the packages in there to make them even more accessible for people. So that's really exciting as well. So if you haven't tried out Nifty yet, now will be the time to try it. People always ask me this question: when do you think I should try Nifty? I always say, get yourself about 100 listings, right? Make sure that you want to do this. Make sure you're going to do this. Unless you have a ton of inventory and you're like, girl, 100 is nothing. I need to hammer this out. But 100 is like a great metric, right? You're like, okay, I got 100 listings up. I should probably have those listed elsewhere, because I think of it like this. So for people that are only selling on one platform, let's say that you only sell on the Bay, right? That's like owning one restaurant in one town. But if you sell also on Poshy and the Depopers and Mercari, maybe you do Etsy, maybe you do Facebook Marketplace. If you sell on these other places, now you're owning multiple restaurants. Now you don't just own the McDonald's. You also own the Burger King, the Jack in the Box, the Taco Bell, and the Taco Time. You own all five of those now. So your likelihood of selling that item goes up dramatically. I mean, exponentially, just by having that. So I hope that that helps you out. Is there a particular platform that is liking your new consistency? eBay. I think they all are. We've consistently sold more on app than anywhere. Um, but eBay, by by a billion, trillion, gatzillion, million, facatillion%. Like, we literally have sold in the last 30 days, we sold over 3 times more items than we sold the month before. And I know the only difference is just being so insanely consistent. Like, we're being like crazy about it. Like, I literally won't go to bed unless I know I've gotten listings up. So, hey, how are you today? Yes, welcome in. Adamus! Oh my God, we missed you, Adamus. I got your packet in the mail and I don't have it here now. But Adamus is so great. So Adamus that's in here, Adamus Maximus, does like scents and all sorts of stuff and names them after bands. It's really cool. And she sent me, I bought some of her stickers to help support her stream. And she sent me a little packet of dip. And the name of the dip was to Dip It Real Good. And it cracked me up, Adamus. So great job on that. Green Thrifty, good morning, my love. Coach Constance is in the house. Great to see you. It is a website, Sophisticated, so you don't have to have an app for this. You can do it from your computer, you can do it from your phone, you can do it from your tablet. You just do it from a web browser. Yeah. Melissa says, yes, love Nifty. Yes. Coach Constance says, hey, y'all, is Reptile on here today? I'm trying to find him in the search. It's not making it easy. Anyone know his exact whatnot name? I think it's at the Let me see if I can find him. Here. Is that who you're looking for? There we go. All right. Rebecca, welcome in. Great to see you. Indigo says, I'm on 2 platforms, so I don't limit myself. I love that. Rescued says, hi, resell mom / mentor. Thanks for my comment on my show. You are so welcome. It was super good for me, and I was super happy. Oh, recycled. That makes me so happy. You are so welcome. I did like it. It was good. I mixed it with a little yogurt. Revenant Vintage, welcome to the party today. Cat 420 in the house with the wolf. Oh, great to see you guys. Okay. Justin! 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 I need coffee! Okay. Good morning, guys. All right. So our accountability for yesterday. I did not get 30 photographed. You guys know I'm trying to do 30 photographs a day and then get those listed. However, those shoes took stinking forever. When I got off with you guys, I went and had lunch. I came back. I cleaned even more shoes. And then they had to dry. And then I washed shoes in the washing machine. And I literally worked until 9 o'clock last night. And then I crashed. So I didn't get my 30 items listed. I did get 20 pairs of shoes photographed, and I did get 17 pairs of shoes listed. I would have gotten the rest, but we had a malfunction. Somehow when I was taking photos at the end of the night, I forgot to have it as a shared album. So it took my pictures and took them out of being JPEGs and turned them into like a weird TIFF file or something. So anyways, that's on me. I got to figure that out today. Otherwise, I'll have the rest of those listed today. So goal for today is to get 30 pairs of shoes done, get 30 items listed, and hopefully get some extras since we didn't last night because of the photo issues. All that gets just chalked and chunked into Nifty, and then I just have to go through and get those listed. And like I said, I would have had even more. However, that was a me bad. I accidentally clicked a button. So I know Thrifty says, Justin, I don't know where he is, you guys. I think he's folding laundry in the bedroom, so he probably can't hear me. And he probably forgot to get me coffee. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to be so, oh my God, I'm going to be so needy, you guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Who's ready for this? Let's see. What? Justin! What? Justin! What? I need coffee. It's cooking. The chef! Everyone says that for me. I'm telling you. All right, honey, say hello to the stream. Hello to the stream. All right, I love you. Thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Maybe. Coffee! We had to do it, guys. We had to do it. I did land a good one, man. I had to have the worst to get the best. I know. Just for you, Indigo. Hey, everyone flirts in different ways, right? Okay, so we've got our accountability. We've got this. And we're going to get cooking today, guys. So we're going to make sure that we get some people in here with some new followers and stuff as well. Let's get you guys some followers. Let's get you guys some bookmarks. Let's do that really quick. So if you are on Whatnot, which I'm assuming you are because you're watching this. If you are over on the Tubies and you're watching this on the replay, Sam, thank you. And also, ooh, you know who that is. Also, make sure you find us on Whatnot. Guys, you know what's happening. You know what's already happening. We might as well just pin it because you know it has to happen. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got, who's it going to be today? Who's going to pony up the $2 today? Because otherwise it's not going to stop. And he's literally going to sit here and harass us for an excessive amount of time. Big Queenie, welcome in. Oh, there we go. Fun fit. Fun fit. Still in style. All right. That's treats. Okay, ready, guys? Here we go. You know it has to happen. You know it has to happen. Here we go. Look at him. Look at him. I didn't even have to say it. I didn't even have to say it. He already knew. Literally, he's been trained. He's been trained. Here we go. Let's go shopping and get this boy a treat. Let's go shopping and get him something sweet. There you go. Good boy. You know who you have to thank. You know who you have to thank. You have to thank Suburban Mish. You have to thank Auntie Still in Style, and you have to thank the Fun Fit for your amazing treat. Say thank you so much. Thank you so much. And the tail. And the tail. And the tail. All right. Girls' turn. Girls' turn. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, guys? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Let's go shopping and get this girl a treat. Let's go shopping and get her something sweet. Oh, there we go. There we go. Say thank you, suburban bitch. Thank you, still in style. Thank you, fun fit for my treats. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. Jack, you want to say thank you one more time? We had a couple extra treats. Where that boy be? Where that boy be? Get up here. All right, one more here too, because we had multiple people. We'll do it right here in the chair, and here we go. Here it comes. Here comes the treat. Oh, what a good boy. What a good boy. Say thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you, everybody, so much. Meatball, you want one more too? Come here, Honey Bear. Honey Bear says, me too. Ready? Here it comes. Woo! And the treat. Oh, good girl. Good girl. Thanks so much, you guys. Otherwise, I'm telling you, they literally would just sit here for the entire time that we're here, just waiting for the treat. Because that's I'm gonna be a hairy. I'm gonna get dog hair on what we're cleaning today. So thank you guys so much for doing that. You have no idea how happy that makes them. So Rescue says if you say someone has a question, he'll pop in. It's like when you call your husband's name, he didn't answer, but answers someone else's call. Exactly. I'm telling you. That's true. Cherry, welcome in. Amy, great to see you, babe. You guys like the treat time? I think it's fun. Song time. This is guys, these are great. This is like a padded thing for the back and one for the butt. It got advertised to me like a billion, million, quadrillion times, and I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna order these things, and they've been so great. The name of the company is Cushion Lab. Cushion Lab is the names of these here, of this thing and this one. And I got the extra wide one because I got a big butt. But it is so stinking comfy. I can sit here all day and it doesn't hurt my back. So yeah, thanks you guys. Good morning. JJ's is in the house. How you doing, my friend? All right. So if you guys are in here and you want to get followers, leave a heart below. Anyone that leaves a heart, give them a follow, and they pinky swears they'll follow you back. So this is how we help y'all get some new followers. Now, if you're already following the person, then pop in and give a bookmark on their upcoming show. Bookmarking does not just help the person you bookmark, it actually helps you as well. So you guys know how when you're over on like Insta or you're over on the Tickies and you do hearts or likes or stuff like that, we always called it, when I was teaching social media stuff, we always called it warming up the app. And so when you get in there and you bookmark things in here, it's just like giving hearts and like hanging out on those platforms. It shows whatnot you're an engaged user. Engaged users are more likely to end up higher on the searches, because it's considered someone. It's just like on TikTok, wherever you want to get more people, you know, you get more followers, you get more likes. It's the same exact thing on every single app. So money bags, thank you so much for the tip. Oh my god, that's so honoring. I appreciate that. We're gonna mention money bags here in the chat. If you guys can give money bags a quick follow, that would be amazing. We don't like to just say thank you for tips, we like to also shout people out over here. So I mentioned in the chat, make sure you guys are following money bags. And then we're going to click on view profile, and let's get Moneybags show bookmark. So Moneybags has one tomorrow at 6 p.m. Looks like $2 starts for 15 minutes. Yeah, baby. We like $2 starts. So you are up to 13 bookmarks. Let's see if we can get Moneybags up to 20, you guys. Let's see if we can hit that 20 as a community here. That would help Moneybags out so much. And as a thank you from me to you. So thank you so much. Yeah, you're so welcome, you guys. You're so welcome. I'm happy to drop nuggets of wisdom and hopefully help you guys out I know, I know how much it helped me in the beginning being able to find people to follow and be like, I'm lost in this reselling world, help me out. So, okay, I think that's what we did. And then the only other thing we'll do this morning, if anyone is interested, we'll do this with 2 people this morning, and then we're gonna get cooking. If you would like me to pop over and take a look at your profile, I can take a look at your picture, I can take a look at your background and your bio and maybe give you guys some tips. Why am I qualified to do that? Well, that's what I used to do for a living. So before I was reselling, I used to sit behind a computer all day and I hated it. And the position that I was in was absorbed by the company because of AI. And so I had a choice between going back in and looking for new clients and doing that, or doing reselling. And I love this so much, and I'm not stuck behind a computer all day, which is amazing. So if you would like me to take a look at your item, go ahead and say me below, and I'll do the first 2 people that say me. Now, everything I say and the advice I give you is all with love. It is not to be critical. It is not to make anyone feel bad. It's just my opinion, and opinions are like armpits. Everyone has them, and they generally stink. So everything I'm telling you is just stuff that I have learned over my career. So FunFit was the first person to say me. So we'll go ahead and mention FunFit. Now, if you guys want to follow FunFit, if you guys want to follow along, you can just open up their profile here and you can follow along with me so you can see what I'm seeing. So FunFit, first thing we're going to do is let's make sure we're following FunFit. So number 1, check. Number 2, let's go over to view profile. So first of all, I love your profile picture. Your profile picture always pops to me. It's got a variety of blues and pastels. It's fun, it's interesting, it's different. It's got some flavor to it. So I love your profile picture. I think it's super cute. If you had your profile background, I would be interested to see what kind of action you get if your background was a darker color. So if you took the color that's in those glasses, like that black, but it also has like a little bit of red or something to it. It's like a really cool like little color. I am just curious if you'd get even more just based on, because then it would be dark to light to dark to light to dark. So it could be. It may not change anything, but it would be an interesting experiment just to see if people start saying something about your profile, or if you notice you're gaining some more followers, anything like that. Anything, we got to stop the doom scroll, right? So anything we can do where people are like, whoa, what's going on there? We want to stop them in their tracks. So that's number 1. Number 2, I think the background photo is super cute. I love all of the colors. It's the tiniest bit fuzzy, but here's why it works, because it's not trying to be a perfect photo. It has that kind of nice ethereal look to it. And so it has that almost like morning dew flower look to it. Oh my gosh, you're incredible. Yes, I do. Thank you so much. Did I tell you that you're amazing?
You did.
I think you're great, and your name is Hub's friend, and you're wonderful. Thank you for the
You may want to keep
coffee,
that just
Mister.
for your finger.
Yes, that cup gets like molten hot. Okay, so back to this. All right, so those are the 2 things there. Then let's take a look at the bio. So bio is apparel fun fit auctions. Every purchase ships within 24 hours based out of Pennsylvania. All right, let's do our little code here. And I wrote this down on this really amazing designer piece of paper, which is the torn out square of a calendar. And it says who, what, where, and why. If someone wants to type that down in the chat, that would be super, super, super helpful. So who, what, where, and why. That way you guys follow along. So who is the fun fit? We don't know. We're not sure what your name is. We don't know. We don't know. Who are you? So we need to know who you are. Even if it's like a fake name or a nickname, if you guys don't want to use your real names, you don't have to do that. But people buy products, people don't buy, or people buy people don't buy products. And so the people need to get to know you. Why should someone choose FunFit over anyone else? So who are you? Number 2 is what? What do you sell? Apparel FunFit auctions. I'm not sure what you sell. Do you do clothing? Do you do designer clothing? Do you do new attacks clothing? Do you do shoes? Do you do vintage, Y2K, 2000s, Y3K? Are you into cottagecore, flowercore, Akubi style, Starboy, heritage? What do you sell? Do you sell stop signs? Do you sell rain gutters? What is it that you sell? We need to know what to kind of expect in your shows. Where are you from? Pennsylvania. perfect. And I love the little deer by it. That's super cute. So we're good. We don't need anything else from there. Why are you here? We don't know. We're not sure. Why are you here? Are you here to make extra money for vacation? Are you here to buy back to school clothes for the kids? Are you here because this is your part-time gig? Are you here because you want to rescue things from landfills? Are you here because you are a hoarder and you're trying to clear it out? What is your thing? What is your why? So who, what, where, and why. So I would expand on that. Give people some meat, right? They need to know that you're a person. They need to know you're a human. They need to know who, and the HE double hockey sticks is the fun fit. So that would be the only thing I would say on that. Let's take a look at the shows. Let's make sure we get you some bookmarks here. So Fun Fit has a show today, tonight at 10:24 p.m. my time. I love that you're doing it on the off times too. That's amazing. Rather than doing it on the hour or half hour. That's super smart. And then if I'm looking today, it looks like we're doing Talbots. Great. Love that. Chickens and Chatting community show. I love that. So put in there that you do community shows too. I think that's fantastic. Then we've got men's clothing show. Yeah. So you got a bunch of stuff coming up. So pictures look great. Get that up in the bio. Let people know what to expect when they come hang out with you. Adamus says, followed and bookmarked all y'all shows. And then Adamus said me. So we'll go ahead and go over to Adamus. JJ's, anybody else that said me, we'll do this a little bit later again in the show. So we're just going to do two from right now. So I'm going to message or mention Adamus, Adamus Maximus in the comments below if you guys want to click on her and follow along. So number one, make sure you're following her. Just click that follow button in the corner. And then let's take a look at the profile. So we're looking at picture, we're looking at background, and we're looking at bio. So number one, picture. Your picture stands out pretty well to me. It's like slightly pixelated, but in a weird way that kind of works because it has kind of like a club girl concert kind of feel to it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the profile picture. I don't think you need to worry about changing it. The blue in the background helps it to kind of pop. I don't think it's there's nothing about it that's screaming like, we need to, we need to do something about that. So that's the first thing. Second, the background. Background is definitely fuzzy on this one. So my guess, Adamus, is whatever background you used is not a vectored image, which means it probably had to really stretch to get in to that aspect. So when you guys are making these background images, if you're making them in ChatGPT or wherever you're making them, just make sure you put in that you're looking for a banner image so that you can get the image to be crisp and elongated. Because when I look at it here, it looks a little fuzzy. Now, for some photos that works. With this one, it makes it kind of hard to read what it is. And think about it this way. Most people, when they're looking at their phones, they're quite a bit a ways. So if I go like this and I hold this away, you can't really tell what's going on back there. And also ask yourself, does it have to do with who you're at? So I know you like to be an alchemist, you're making things. I get that a little bit, but here's the problem. Where her hands are that tell me what it is that you're doing, I can't see. It's underneath your name. So make sure when you're doing things like this and you've got something that you're making or doing that the people can really get it. And you're like, okay, that girl's making fragrances. That chick's making stuff. She's making something. She's an alchemist. Just, I think it'll help you to get something like people are going to be like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder what she's making. So that would be it. We got to see your hands. We got to see something. We're not sure what's going on there. Let's take a look at the bio. Hi, I'm Adrian, also known in many news as Addie. I'm an alchemist behind Crown and Heart Mercantile, a sanctuary for intentional living, clean rituals, and handcrafted magic. Check out our business page. This space is my personal portal, part hangout, part treasure trove. Here I share sacred pieces from my private collection, one-of-a-kind curiosities, and the occasional energetic de-stash to make room for new magic. Check out my aroma anthology line of music inspired crystal infused and violate free. I'm not sure what that means, but I know for someone they know what that means. Body and room sprays. Come for the vibes, stays for the secreticity. Okay, great. So let's go over our thing. Who is she? She is Adrian, known as Addie. Check box checked. What is she going to sell? She told us. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here she's going to sell, and we love everything about it. Where is she from? We don't know. Where are you from? Where are you from, girl? Where do you hail? And it doesn't have to be like, I live here. It can be born and raised in the Midwest and living down south. It can be anything you guys want just to give people like a tangible location. You know how people like that are into like sports teams are like, Oh, are you a Cowboys fan? Oh my God, me too, because I'm from Dallas or whatever. Like, I don't know, I'm talking sports talk. But I guess what I'm trying to say is if you can find a little piece there that you can connect with, people like to connect with locations. And so I would put that in there. And then why are you here? I'm not sure. Well, a little bit. A sanctuary for intentional living, clean rituals, and handcrafted magic. But why are you selling this? Are you trying to help people feel better? Are you all about making having helping people have fun? Like a little bit more of a why as to why. Why are you here? What makes your heart happy? For me, it's getting up to be able to come on here and help you guys with these shows. I love doing this. I love this even more than I think doing even the auctions, just because I get to come on here and I get to help you guys out. I also am obsessed with rescuing vintage clothing from the landfill because I do not believe that we need to make any more new clothing. That is my opinion. So we all have our own little thing. So I would do that. Also, check out our business page. If you want to have that on there, Adamus, it needs to be at the bottom. You want to reel people in before you send them somewhere else. So when you guys have like, follow us here or do this here or do that there, that needs to be the very last thing. So like on mine, I think mine says, I haven't looked at my profile in a second, but I think it says, I think the last thing says, uh, find nice comps on all socials or something like that. Like, so put that at the very bottom. Draw them in with the rest of it. So that would be my advice on that. Okay, let's take a look at the shows here and see. She's got a show coming up on 8/28. Let's make sure we get her some bookmarks. So right now she's at 37 bookmarks. Let's you guys get her up to 45 at least. And then comment down below. Again, it doesn't just help Adamus out. It helps you out too, because you look like you're engaged and you look like you're trying to be a part of the Whatnot game, which is the game of doing bookmarks. So jewelry and jaw flapping. I love that. So, and maybe up in your bio too, Adamus, if you're doing jewelry, put up there jewelry. I like to do jewelry as well. Like just a little bit more. What are you selling me? Like, what is it going to be? Am I going to touch it? Is it going to be just an aroma? Like, and then also, Adamus, you're really funny. So I would put something in there like, all of our fragrances are after music with a twist of sense of humor. Or you may get something funny in the mail from me, that's a pun because I love puns or something. I don't know what you're going to write, but maybe something in there that people are like, okay, she's got jokes. Okay, she's got jokes, because that may draw people in as well. So I hope that helps. Again, all those things are said with love. Hopefully it'll help you out. If you guys are having a hard time with your images and trying to figure out images in the background, use Chat GPT. And then I'm going to put it here. It's DALLE. I think there is a hyphen somewhere in there, but that's what we use. So within Chat GPT, there's a great program you can use, and I believe it's free to create images. And all you got to do is say like, create me a horizontal banner image in a 16:9 ratio, and that'll help you with your banner images on the Facebookies, on here, on anywhere that you have like a background banner image. It'll help you with that too. So Three Gens, welcome in, my love. I'm so happy to see you. Three Gens, let me shout Three Gens out for a second here. This is an amazing woman. Her family all works together. Her mom is even a part of it. Her cute little mom that does all this upcycle clothing. Just a really sweet family. And I'm actually part of their raid train on Saturday. Yes, I know I need to get my stuff preloaded. I will always be a last minute girl. Y'all know that. So I gotta wait for an ADHD focus moment to take over so that I can do my listings on there. But yeah, Brady's, hey, what's going on? Thrifty said, you made me cry with criticism. Just kidding. Woo, cry with happy tears, I'm sure. Vinyl, what is up? BC is in the house. What's going on? JJ says, Lo, for some odd reason, people don't like to stay in my streams long enough. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Interesting. So JJ's, I'd have to pop in and see on one of your shows and maybe give you a little bit of advice on that. So Dana's has deals. Guys, would anybody else be willing to do this? Would anybody else be willing to pop into JJ's bargains bin on one of his shows and take a look and see what he's doing and maybe just offer a little advice? Anyone that's another reseller in here. Hey guys, this is how we get better. Do you guys have any idea how many sellers I've had come in and I have particularly asked them like, okay, check out my lighting, check out my volume. Am I talking too fast? Am I swirling too much? Am I talking enough? Am I communicating enough? What do you think of my shows? I had Kaylee coming in my first few shows. I had a lot of people coming in my first few shows to be like, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Do I need to change this? So advice is great. That's how we get better, right? No one ever got better at what they're doing by just getting compliments. People get better at what they're doing because I think of it this way: you learn more from your failures than you ever do your successes, right? And so sometimes we just need someone that would be willing to kind of help us out a little bit. So yes, yes, yes. Who, what, where, and why. You got it. The W's. The W's. Forecast Minds, great to see you. Love, love, love. Great to see you. Revenant is here as well. Oh my gosh, there's so many people popping in. I can't even keep up. Why not? Tracy's here. Logan's sneaking in. Love to see you. Snappy. I see you, my snappy devil friend. Oh my gosh, yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Ken VA has a great AI generator for pics. That's what I used and have a free plan. Canva. Yes, Canva does as well. Canva's great. My husband uses Canva. Justin loves Canva. So yes, Canva can be great for that. So what should the proper size for what not show post? So your banner background, I believe, gosh, I hope I don't mess this up, but I believe the background banner is 16 by 9. And then your ones on the front, I think, are 9 by 16. So it's like the opposite. I'm pretty sure I could be wrong though. So yes, welcome in. Yes. JJ, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. At first, I thought I had bad breath, but so they could smell me through the phone. That's funny. There you go, guys. There you go. Amy said that she will pop in. Perfect. There you go. Yes. Yes. Look at that. There's some great websites as well for photo generation. Adamus, lay us on the websites for photo generation. If you guys have places that can help other people out, please, please, please let them know. If it won't let you type it out, just kind of put a space in between each letter. So, what's going on? God in the house. Mind's Eyes in the building. Hey, Mind's Eyes. What are you doing, my friend? Okay, we're gonna get started here. We're gonna get cooking. We gonna get cooking. We gonna get moving. We're gonna get grooving. We're gonna get crazy with it, and we're gonna clean shoes. So why we do this and why we clean shoes? If you guys have questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas, please comment questions, comments, thoughts, or ideas below. I encourage you to follow each other. I encourage you to chat with each other. I encourage you to help each other out. I'll try to tell you what products I'm using while I'm doing this. I have a very specific products I use. It's the same products I have used for cleaning shoes for probably the last year. I don't think I've changed anything. I've ordered other things, tried other things, and I always go back to these staples. So we're going to be going over kind of each of them as we're cleaning shoes, but I will do a really quick version right now for those of you that are like, I want to know, but I can't stick around. So number one, the first thing I would recommend, and I'm gonna pin this here because I'm gonna get questions on where to get this. I already know it's gonna happen. And Justin, the amazing Justin, made this for us. So if you guys click on that little QR code, screenshot it, and then you'll be able to follow it from the photos in your phone so that you're able to find this stuff. So number one thing I use is this. The bottoms of every pair of shoes gets cleaned with this. I also use it for the top of some shoes. If you get it over on the Amazons through this link here, the reseller that I like that sells these, there's a person that sells these in a 2-pack. They're really reasonably priced and they will not come to you leaking. I have ordered these through other sites and they have come leaking. The bottle design is not the best on these, but for some reason, the ones I get from this person, they don't leak. So number one is the grandma's sneaker cleaner. Number two thing that we use, if you are cleaning nubuck leather or you are cleaning suede, you want to use this one. This is made by a small company. This isn't even just like a huge company. I don't think you can buy it just in stores. I think you have to get it online. They have it superly reasonably priced through that link. This bottle will last you forever too. I clean a ton of shoes and I've only had to buy 2 bottles of this in the last year, which is crazy. And I still have tons of this left. So just suede is for nubuck leather and for suede. It's the only thing I use on that. Next thing we use is for cleaning regular leather. So if I'm cleaning like a pair of cowboy boots that are super dirty or something like that, then I am going to use the Wyman's leather cleaner. You can either get it through that link or you can get it pretty much at any grocery store that you can find. Just make sure you get the one that is clear. You don't want to get like any of the sprays that have any tint to them or any of the polishers. You just want to get just the Wyman's leather cleaner. So that is for cleaning leather. After you clean the leather, if you want the leather to look amazing again, this is the best leather conditioner you can get. I will argue this to the end of the world. I have used this stuff since the 1990s when I was cleaning and polishing up my own Doc Martens when I used to go to grunge concerts at amazing venues in Seattle. God, I miss those days. This stuff will make your shoes or anything with leather, purses, any of that look, it's wonderful. I think it works better than any oil. I think it works better than anything. I love this stuff. It comes with a little sponge and it comes with a little container. And then you just sweep in there, get your little goobs out, and you polish the shoes, and it will last you forever. Next up, we've got for patent leather. So if you are cleaning anything with patent leather, the MB, so it's money's worth and I think it's Money's Worth and Best, isn't it? Yeah, Money's Worth and Best. Horrible name for their product, but M&B. Now, if you order this online now, it will come in a different bottle. They changed their packaging. This stuff lasts so long. I still have their original packaging. So anything shiny. See how this lid is shiny? Anything shiny is what you want to clean with this. So shoes, bags, purses, clothing, anything that's got shine to it. This works really well for that. Next up, we've got Goo Gone. If you guys have not gotten Goo Gone, you're probably not a reseller yet because everybody uses this stuff. This takes off all sticker residue. It takes off anything. You can use this on clothing. Do not use it on untreated cardboard. It will leave oil spots, but you can use this on clothing and then wash it. You know, when you get something from the thrift store, you get something from garage selling and someone put tapes or stickers on it. This will take it off there. You just spray a little bit on, you let it sit for a little bit, and then it'll come right off. If you can get it in the spray bottle, it's best. If you get it in the tiny bottle, every time you tip it upside down, it'll want to leak. So I would get it in the spray bottle if I were you. And then last, but certainly not least, is the thing that we use pretty much every second when we're cleaning shoes, and that is acetone. Now, this is in a little bottle that I got off of the Amazon through that link. You can also get it at beauty supply stores. It's what manicurists use. So you can just pop that open, push down on this, and it'll get your Q-tip wet or your rag wet or whatever it is that you're going to use. And then that way you don't have to take the lid off and go like this and glug, glug, glug and waste a bunch of it. Now, we got a great tip yesterday from oh my gosh, who told us about this? I think it was Bailey said that she gets her 100% acetone from O'Reilly's. She gets like a 32-ounce bottle for like $11 or something. So that beats out what's even in my link. So if you guys can get to O'Reilly's and get that, that's where I'm going to start buying it now if it is cheaper there than it is on the Amazon. So those are the items that we use for cleaning shoes. And then, of course, we also clean everything with our electric cleaner because I refuse to hand scrub anything. So little electric cleaner, if you're trying to get one of these, they are down in that little link there. What's great about this one is it comes with a whole bunch of different heads. It stays charged forever, and I never have to scrub a pair of shoes again in my life. So that is everything. Oh my God, did I just make it through that? Woo! That was in one breath, too. Britt, it was you. I'm so glad for that tip. That was amazing. I love when you guys come in here and you help us find other tips and tricks and stuff like that. And then a lot of you are going to say, wait, what about your baby wipes? Because everyone knows I'm the queen of the baby wipes. I use baby wipes for cleaning pretty much everything that doesn't need a chemical on it. Get yourself some baby wipes from the grocery store. Just get some cheap ones. Just make sure it's the ones that don't have any alcohol. Make sure it's the ones that don't have any lotions or aloe or anything like that, or you'll leave a residue on your items. You want the cheap bottom biscuit, basic, the lowest of the low, the despicable baby wipes. You're like, man, I don't even know if I want to put that on bum. That's so cheap. That's the one you want to get. So, Sarsaparilla, welcome in. Thanks, you guys, for sharing this out too. Okay, that is everything as far as cleaning stuff. And now we're gonna get cooking, guys. Let's get some stuff cleaned. Let's get some shoes up. While we're doing this, let's hang out. So if you guys have any questions about reselling, you have questions about shipping, you've got questions about talking to people, you've got questions about anything, feel free to ask. I am here to help out. I love Miss Mouth cleaning products. You know, Relove, that's interesting. I have a bottle of that I got. Someone else recommended it. And for some reason, I'm just not finding that it works for me. I think I still have it up on that little shelf over there somewhere. I just didn't find it worked for me for some reason, but it may be me. That might be user error. We all find stuff that we like, guys, and that's the thing. So these are just the ones I like, but everyone I know it is Texas size. Well, everything's bigger in Texas, right? Tracy says, make sure you know the type of leather you don't want to moisturize. Buffalo leather. Well, isn't that interesting, Tracy? I did not know that. That is such a great little tip. So, guys, if you have buffalo leather, Tracy says, do not moisturize it. I don't think I've ever come across buffalo leather, but that is really, really good to know. Folex is great for stains on clothes. I don't think I've used that one before. Right now for clothes, we're doing OxyClean. We are doing uh, Zote, Zote. And then, of course, we use a lot of vinegar, a lot of baking soda as well. So Folex, guys. So Revenant says Folex. Should we look and see what that looks like? Because I have no idea what that is. What clothes does it clean? Everything. So it looks like this. Carpet spot. Is it spot train? Is it carpet remover? Carpet spot remover? Is that what you're talking about? That stuff there? That'd be, yes, okay. Amazing. So that works really good for stains then. So Revenant is saying you try this, you guys. I'm gonna hold that up to screenshot. If you guys want to screenshot it and check it out, try it for clothes stains. I'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 2, 1. Yeah, great for poly, cotton, and rayon. I'm going to text myself that so that I don't forget that. That is really cool. So I'm going to put for poly, cotton, and rayon. For poly, cotton, and rawn. Oh my goodness. Okay, great. This is what I do. I text myself all day. Things not to forget. I haven't tried it on silk. I'm so weird with silk. Like, it just freaks me out every time too. And nylon. Okay, wonderful. Look at this, guys. Look at all these tips. If you don't come and hang out for these shows, you miss all these amazing tips. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Okay, we will go ahead and pin this back here. If you guys haven't had a chance to ring the bell on that listing yet, make sure you ring it. That way you'll find out when we go live, because we do so many community shows and we don't do as many auction shows because I'm more of a static lister. Because of that, you won't always get our notifications when we go live because they like to put out the top sellers and not us little guys. So yes, I love that. Amazing. Okay, let's get cooking, guys. And Revenant and Heart Centered left a heart in here. When you leave a heart in our chat, it means if you follow them, they'll follow you back. Erica, I see you sneaking in here. All right, so the first pair of shoes we've got, it looks like I'm grabbing out a pair of Nikes. I mean, these suckers are almost ready to list. We'll go ahead and just polish up the bottoms a little bit, but these are in absolutely amazing condition. These are a pair of 10s, which is a great size. And these are, I think these are a 2011. So to find a pair of 2011 Nike sneaks in this good a shape is pretty impressive. So we will get these cleaned up here, and then they will set to dry. So what we're going to do is we're going to get, oh shoot, I need another towel. Justin! 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 I need a towel. I need another towel. I need so many towels. I need all the towels. I need 53 and 1/2 towels today, please. Penthouse Beauty, welcome in. I'm so happy to see you today. How is my friend today? How is my friend today? Are you doing amazing? Is my question. All right, look at y'all. Are you guys finding, because I got a whole bunch of messages the first week of people saying, thank you so much for doing the heart thing. I've gotten a ton of new followers. And I haven't got as many this week. So I'm hoping y'all are still getting new followers. I'm hoping you're seeing your follower count increase by coming to these shows and hanging out, because that is the whole point of this. Hopefully you're getting more bookmarks. Hopefully you're getting more people in your shows, because we are here to make that happen. Yes. Penthouse says yes. Okay, good. Yay, that makes me happy. I want to help y'all out. That is my goal. That is my mission. I was put on this planet to make that happen. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Don't let him fool you. He's only doing that because he's on stream. Otherwise, he'd probably throw him at me. Right, honey? He says, no, I would not. I would never do that. I would never do that. 2 crappy shows back to back, but I'm trying to stay positive. So this is an interesting week. And I think it has something to do with back to school. If you want my honest review of this week. So we were super busy after the first, and ever since then, it's kind of been a little bit slower. And people just spent a lot of money on back to school. So it is the end of the month, first of all. People have not gotten their paydays yet. So we're like on what, the 20th now. So we're outside of the 15th payday. And people have spent a ton of money on the back to school situation. And so it's always a little bit weird until like that first big paycheck in September, like around the 15th, people start to spend again. So don't be shocked if that kind of happens a little bit. It's pretty typical. So Brittany says people are spending more money on kids right now for school. Yeah, and that's why you see a lot of people doing like kids shows and stuff like that right now. Now that'll end, right? That'll end soon. But for right now, that's kind of what's going on. So, all right, so we are going to let's get our other screen going on here too, so that y'all aren't left out of what we're doing, and so you can see what we're doing because that's what we like to do. We do it. All right, so we are going to get logged into here. Give me just a second, guys. It's going to be boring for 48 seconds. And there's that. And then, is the speaker hooked up, babe? Watch. He doesn't respond to me unless I do this. Justin! 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 Guess what we're going to have to do? Guess what we're going to have to do? Guess what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to call him again. I know, this poor man. Penthouse says, over the years, I've seen October hits and you're slammed until January. Exactly. And in the beauty industry, it goes from like September, end of September to like,
Hey, you reached Justin Holden.
oh,
Leave a message
he
and I'll get back
sent
to you
me
as soon
to
as I can.
voicemail. I bet you he's in the bathroom. So in the beauty world, it is end of September until January 15th. You are like slammed beyond all recognition. And then it starts to kind of trickle down. And then you're kind of like dead a little bit. And then like March hits again, and now you start getting busy again. So it's the same thing with all industries. And in our industry, you got to think about it this way. If I'm a reseller, what is happening in the world right now? What is the current events that are happening in this moment? And if the answer is the current events that are happening is like back to school, Christmas shopping, tax time, long holiday weekend, there's all these little things that are going to affect your sales. And so just think to yourself, don't be so hard on yourself because it's probably not y'all. It's probably not you. It's probably just what's going on right now. So same thing with us. That's why I'm working on shoes too, is one, I need to get through them. But two, we got a lot of people doing back to school that need shoes. And because of tariffs and because of the way that the world is right now and how expensive it is, I got a lot of people purchasing shoes from me because they can get them for their kids for back to school at a huge discount. So yeah, he's probably pooping. It's probably what's going on. He said straight to voicemail. That's usually when my husband calls me, is when he's in the bathroom. Tiffed. Oh my goodness. Yep. If I can just get him to shut the door, we're doing a good day. So Giselle, welcome in. Man, bathroom time is handle business while handling the business. It's true. Like I am telling you, I've seen women that have to like put on a time limit, and it may have to happen. It's okay. Okay, you get 15 minutes for bathroom time, and then it's like, yo, I need you to get back to work. I mean, us ladies, we just take care of business, right? We're like, we got kids to pick up, we got work, we got stuff to do, we got like things happening. You know, we're in charge of 1,000 different things. And us ladies, we are in and out of the bathroom as fast as we can be. Now, every guy that's in here says, no, you aren't. Because when you guys get ready for date night, you're in there for an hour and a half. And that is to be fair. To be fair, we do take a little time getting ready. But when it comes to taking care of business, we take care of business. We're in and out. I think they hide in there from us. Oh, I know he hides from me in there. I am fully aware and have fully come to terms with the fact that that man hides from me in the bathroom. All right, we're going to hope that there is no echo. We're going to hope he hooked up the Bluetooth, guys, and that there's no echo. If there is, I will fix it. So give me a second here. Okay, we're crossing fingers that the echo is not going to be in here. So here we go. And is there an echo? Is there an echo, or are we good? Because if there isn't an echo, he took care of business before taking care of business. All right. Justin, you're amazing. He just said, I know. You avoided my phone call and then, but also heard me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right. So this way you guys can see what I'm doing. So it's not like horribly boring to just stare at my face while I clean shoes. All right. So what we're doing is we just sprayed a little grandma sneaker cleaner on the bottom, and then we just use our little cleaner thing. And this is what we do. Because your girl ate. I don't, and I have no pressure on this. I let the machine do all of the work. Because there is no way in anyone's world that I am ever cleaning. I used to hand clean shoes. Insane. Who even does that? Who is still hand cleaning shoes? If you are hand cleaning shoes, you need to stop right now and get yourself a little thing. Because you are wasting time. You are costing yourself money, my friend. All right. So once we do that, then we're gonna just go ahead and look over the rest of the shoe here and see if there's anything else we need to do. So I think it looks pretty gosh darn good. So one of the things I do like to do is I like to take my little brush here and I just I call it bringing it back to life. So I'm just bringing the suede kind of back to life. So I just take it and really, really, I'm just going so lightly, just kind of raising up that suede a little bit. It just makes it look much better on photos if you do that. So there's that one. And then we will do our other one here. And then we will continue on our quest for world domination of shoes. So good. So then after you just wipe it down. So here's the crazy thing. So that thing takes off most of it, and I don't even usually have to wipe them down. I just let it air dry like that. Like I haven't even wiped that. That's exactly how it was when I got done cleaning. So I just set it to the side and all the little air bubbles kind of dissipate. Or you can take your brush here if you're impatient. If you just take your brush on the bottom and you go like this will also get rid of all the little soapy air bubbles. If you're feeling impatient, there's a little piece of, there you go. See? Boom, done. Didn't even have to wipe it down. If they're really disgusting, yeah, then just take a rag that you have and wipe it down. Otherwise, just boom. Just like that. It is so much faster. It is crazy to me that anyone is still hand scrubbing. Yeah, so I know, because you guys are going to ask me about this. Let me pin this. So if you go through this list, there is a thing that says, so you want to clean some shoes, and Justin put a link to that item in there. So if you guys want to get this item, it also comes with another little attachment. Oh, it's in the other room, and it's got a point to it. And it works for like I was cleaning some Timberlands last night, and the tread was like that thick on them. And so it has a point so that you can get in those little things. But once I do that, then I just take the shoe, and there we go. And you don't have to, the thing about this too is you don't have to apply any pressure. So I'm not putting any pressure on these shoes. It is just straight up. And then this one is rechargeable. And the charge on this lasts forever. I mean, we cleaned all day yesterday. We cleaned all day last Friday, and I didn't charge this, and it's at 90%. So it lasts forever. I also use it to clean my bathtub. So I'll sit on the edge of my bathtub and go along the insides of my bathtub, because your girl is never cleaning. I'm never scrubbing anything again in my life. Once I found this little thing, I'm never scrubbing again. I tried, you know what I tried before I bought this? Justin had these drill attachments, and I'd forgotten about this until he reminded me. But I had these drill attachments that I tried, and it literally was like, Brah! And the shoe went flying across our old laundry room. Like, okay, that's not gonna work. So we're gonna try something different. And then I wound up first I got this little toothbrush. I got an electric toothbrush, cheap little toothbrush for like $10 or something. I thought it would work, but it just wasn't strong enough. So I wound up finding this one, and it was one. You know what's funny about it too is you guys know those purchases where you just buy something and you're like not even thinking it's going to be anything. You don't think it's going to be a big deal. Like you're like, oh, whatever, I'll just try it, and then it winds up being like your favorite item that you've ever owned. That's what happened with that little thing. I was not expecting that. So then I'm just taking a little grandma sneaker cleaner, going along the edges. There was a little bit of yuckies there, and we'll just get that there. And then there's a little paint on the bottom here. And that's it. So, and then if I wanted to go faster, because I've got all those little bubbles, you can just take your little brush here, just do a couple circles on it, and it'll get rid of all those little bubbles. So, and then we just let those dry for a second here, and then we will take a picture of them. By those dry, we will work on our next ones. Okay, so the next ones we've got here, looks like we got some Birkenstocks, some Birkenstock clog things. So first things first, especially with Birks, is I usually vacuum out the inside because they're usually pretty disgusting. So I've got my little handheld vacuum here. And yes, I got this from the same on that same link. It's in there. Little vacuum should be in here. This one's great too because it comes with all these little attachments. So like you can use it for hard goods. It's got like a little brush in there so you can like clean things. I like it because before I had this, I was just using my regular vacuum cleaner, but then I had to truck my vacuum cleaner in here, and every time I turned it on, Jack would lose his mind. So I got this thing and it's been great. All right, next up here, same thing. So the bottom of the shoes, we're just gonna take and do a couple squirts here. And then that'll be it for this. And then we will clean that, and then we'll take pictures of the other stuff. Thanks so much for sharing the stream, Penthouse. I appreciate it. Just shared with the new sellers. I told you about. Oh, good. I hope they pop on. Penthouse, if you see them, go ahead and make sure you tag them too, because I'm so slow at reading comments. Is this little hand manual brush on there too? This one here, I bought this when I bought some cleaner. I bought this pink stuff. You know the pink stuff shoe cleaner? And I got one of these little brushes with it. I don't really like the pink stuff, but I love the little brush. So you should be able to find one. It's just, they're called boar bristle brushes. And this is the one I got. If you guys want to screenshot it, I'll do the front here. And then here's that one too, if you want to screenshot it. And you just want to make sure that it's like, they're called boar bristle or boar bristle brushes. And so like I said, the pink stuff was okay. It was fine. It just wasn't like it's not what I wanted. It wasn't what I was hoping for. Everyone said it was so good. You guys know what I'm talking about, the pink stuff shoe cleaner. Everyone said it was so good. I just found it to be kind of messy. But to be fair, I'm also the kind of person that I like stuff in spray bottles because I just want my life to be easy. The second I have to like undo lids and keep doing that over and over again, I just get annoyed with it. So, all right, there's that one. And then we'll go ahead and do the other one. And skirt, dirt, dirt. And dirt, dirt, dirt. And dirt, dirt, dirt. Mother T, welcome in. Alabama's here. Great to see you, my friend. Oh, Time Style. There you go. Time Style, welcome in. So, guys, this is a friend of Penthouse Beauty Supply. Our newer sellers. They have some really amazing like flat irons, curling irons, I believe. Let us know what it is you're selling. And they are doing, apparently, word on the street is they are doing some absolutely bananas, insane, crazy, bonkers giveaways. So Penthouse was telling me about it. Just really cool people, really nice. It's a top product, but they're new to Whatnot. So if you guys want to have the opportunity to get some really amazing, really good quality wink wink stuff at like really good prices, they are almost like giving it away right now because they're trying to grow their Whatnot. Y'all know what it's like when you first start out. So let's do this. We mentioned you. I'm going to mention you again here. I'm going to get you some followers. So let's go over to Time Style. Let's make sure we're following them, and let's pop over to the profile here. So let's go ahead and click down. You guys can see how new they are. We're talking 10 sold. Like these guys are literally brand new. Then let's click down to shows. They've got a show coming up tomorrow at 2 p.m. So they've got 31 bookmarks right now. Let's get them up to 40 bookmarks right now as a community. As we know, those even numbers send a message out to Whatnot. So 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 100s, wherever we can go with that. Or whenever you reach those numbers, it helps to get your show pushed out a little bit more. So if you guys want to have a chance to check out a new seller, give some support, maybe win an absolute bananas, bonkers, insane, ridiculously amazing stuff, I would take a look and pop in there and see what they've got. Look at all this great stuff that they have in here. A lot of really good stuff. Yeah, great product. They got scalp massagers, diffusers, palettes. Oh my gosh, so much good stuff. So yeah, I would definitely check them out. It's always nice to support new sellers, and you never know what kind of cool stuff you can get, especially when someone's new. So yeah, I don't like the pink stuff either. I tried it. A lot of people like it. Some people swear by it. But do you ever use magic erasers? Sneakerheads in my households are addicted, but I think I need to get them this brush. Yeah, so I do have them. I don't even know where it's at. So this is what I used to use. I used to use the magic erasers, and I don't think there's anything wrong with them. Here's my problem with the magic eraser. Constantly, all over the place, everywhere. Then I got these, which these work pretty good. These are from the Amazon, and these are for actual sneakers. So instead of being like just the magic erasers, problem, same thing. But if I get a pair of sneakers and they are really, 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 really filthy, and on the white part, and I just want to use acetone on them, I will use one of these. But you guys have watched me clean sneakers now for 4 days, and you see exactly what I'm using. So this has the only other thing you guys see me use is like my thing to pick out rocks. But outside of that, I mean, it's pretty much this full time now because what else is going to clean stuff that fast? I mean, there just isn't anything. So, all right, then we're going to take our rag here with our sneaker cleaner and get that in there for sure. So, yes, I'm so excited you guys are learning. So, welcome to the Whatnot community. It's definitely a learning curve when it comes to like shipping and all that kind of stuff. But you'll get it. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be amazing. You guys are going to do really well on here. Just, be consistent. Be consistent, chat with the chat, make people a part of your community, recognize people and what they're doing. Make sure you get some little things. If you're new to time, I would get some little things in your buy it now for people to buy to support your stream, because the way that it works with Whatnot, as you guys, you might already know this, but I'm just gonna tell y'all anyways, is until you sell 1,000 items, they keep your money for a minute. And if you're a smaller seller and you want to get paid out a little bit faster, it can be a little difficult and a little frustrating. So the magic number and whatnot is 1,000. Once you sell 1,000 items, you get pay out immediately when you go to print that label. So if you can get some little stuff in your buy it now for people to purchase, that will count towards your 1,000 sales. For instance, let me pin one of our items here. So these are our stickers. Oh my gosh, I only have 8 left of these. Oh my Lord. Woo, we're gonna have some people that are gonna be sad that they did not pop in here. So these are our stickers. So for us, you buy a sticker for $3, you pay 73 cents in shipping, and it counts towards that 1,000 sales for you to get there. It also helps support your stream and get some people something cool. It doesn't have to be stickers though. You can do face masks, you can do anything that's inexpensive. You could do anything that's flat. So you want it to be no bigger than 9 by 5. So you want it to fit in, that's the biggest you can go. And it can't be any thicker than 1/4 inch. So if you look in our buy it now, you'll see some of our other options. We've got like under the eye masks. We've got pick your patches bundle. We've got, excuse me, face masks. I think I'm out. Oh, I've got 2 friendship bracelets left. So friendship bracelets. And these are things people can do to not only, for you to get to your 1,000, but it also is a great way for people to show their appreciation. So if they're excited that they want to give away, or they want to support you, or they like what you're saying or whatever, people like to tip, and they also like to get little things. And it costs them 73 cents to have it shipped to them. You ship it out to them and it's going to count towards that sale. So if you guys, I'm so sorry, I got the burps today. If any of you guys are new and you're trying to get to those 1,000 sales, those are the best ways to do that. Yeah, you're so welcome. I'm happy to help you out. Happy to help you out. Wells Treasure Trove. Hello, beautiful friend. I'm so happy to see you today. How are you, my love? So excited. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those bookmarks. Melamine breaks down magic eraser. Oh, that's interesting. See, Heart Centered Soul, you know what I love about Heart Centered Soul? Heart Centered Soul knows the knowledge. Like our heart is always dropping down the nuggets. Like they know what's up. So you guys will absolutely do well on here. I agree. Yeah, don't give up. Yeah, so once you get to that 1,000, you'll be able to have that money released so much faster. So Penthouse, that's a great thing too. Like, and all you guys got to do is make little stickers. We go through sticker app. So if you just Google like stickerapp.com, you can get them. They're not very expensive. I think we pay like $2 a sticker or something. We sell them for 3 on here. That covers my taxes. That covers the whatnot fee. And more than anything, it's just a way for people to get a little something from you, and to be able to support your stream. Also, whatnot likes to see those sales, right? They like to see people buying stuff from your shows, because it shows that you've got good stuff, and it also shows that you're being reasonable with the pricing. So I will always do this. So if you've got a show and you're talking and you're not running things, that can be a little tough. So one of the things that you can do is I'm going to run something really quick here. I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm going to pin this sticker here. And then this is so we do new stickers every time I do a new hair color. So this isn't our first run here. We got a new bag of these because everyone asked for them. So you can run it as an auction from your buy it now, or you can run it as a flash sale. So like I can click run as a flash sale. I can click like 10% off. I can put it on 30 seconds and I can start this flash sale. Now someone can not only support the stream, but they can also get a discount. It helps me to have Whatnot say, oh, she's actually running things, people are buying things, and it helps to get your show pushed out a little bit. So that's a great way for you guys to be able to run things in your Buy It Now, run a quick little flash sale on it, have those going throughout, because when you run a flash sale, it actually bumps you up in the algorithms over here on the app. So for sure. I'm struggling with what to sell on here versus listing on eBay, etc. How do you decide? That is a great question. So, Tipped, I think pretty much anything can sell over here. The things I don't sell here are I don't do larger items. So I don't do like big, huge, bulky items because the shipping on Whatnot can be difficult, right? If you're selling huge things. Now, a lot of people do it and it's great. However, for me, for us, we just elect to not do really big things because we like to do flat rate shipping. We like to do max shipping. So we tend to do priority and flat rate. And so because of that, we just don't do big items. The other things I haven't had a lot of success with over here is used shoes. I have not had a ton of success here, but that's on me. If y'all are selling used shoes and you're doing well, I'm not discouraging or dissuading. Just for us, I just haven't had a whole lot of luck on that. Um, but we sell everything. So here's my rule of thumb though. A lot of people, when they first start out, want to do those dollar starts or $2 starts. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If you are getting your stuff for hella cheap, you're trying to clear out space, you're trying to get some followers, you're trying to do all of that. If you want to run a few shows and it doesn't make you sick to your stomach with the amount you're making, go for it. But I think the thing that's easy, the trap that's easy to get roped into is feeling like you have to sell out a show, feeling like you have to sell everything on your show or you failed, or you've got 50 items and you only sold 3 items. And so, oh my God, my prices must be too high. And this is like the spirals we go into. The problem with that is that if you're doing those low starts, one, people may expect you to also always do them. 2, and if you're trying to clear out space, great, do it. Let's go. Let's clear out the horde, right? But the other problem with that is that you get to the end of your show, you have now, we did an athleisure show. I'll use me for example. You guys know I'm very transparent, and so I'll tell you from my experience. We did an athleisure show, and we had a ton of Nike and a ton of Gymshark. We had some Lulu, and we did like I think we did $1 or maybe $2 starts. So we sold 40 items in that show. And I think we made, because the bidding didn't go up much, I think we made like $100. Okay, so then Whatnot's going to take their fee, which is going to be, I always just say, I just like to round up and say 20%, because after your shipping supplies and all that, it's going to be 20%. And then you have to pay taxes on the end of the year on that stuff too, right? So let's just say theoretically, we're just going to say $80 just for semantics. But then there's my cost of goods. Well, each of those items, let's say they only cost me $1, which they didn't, but let's just say that they did. And I sold 40 items. I now have made $30. So I now have sold 40 items that were probably anywhere between the price range of, I probably could have gotten anywhere between 15 to 40 on the bay, depending on the item. And I lost hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? So even let's just do math for a second. If I had 40 items and let's say that the average thing sold for, let's just even say $15, that would have been $600 minus my eBay fees, which would have been, let's just say 100, let's just even go $100 just to make it easy, minus my cost of goods, which at $1 a piece, let's just say that was $50. I still would have brought home $450 had I listed those. Now, you got to list it, you got to take pictures, and it takes time, right? So you got to factor your time in there. Let's take $100 off for my time. That is still $350. $350 is way different than $60, right? So we learned our lesson on that one. And the lesson I learned is it's okay to do your starts at a price that's not $2 or $1. I always say make your bottom biscuit starting price the price that you want before you feel sick to your stomach. So if I have this brush here and I know I can sell it for $30 on the bay. I'm gonna start this thing at least $10, at least $10 on Whatnot. and I'm going to factor in, I don't have to take pictures of it. I don't have to go through all of those things. I don't have to list it. I don't have to wait for it to sell, right? So if it sells for $10, I'm cool with it, right? That feels okay to me. But if this thing sells for $3, I lose money. I don't make any money. I've wasted a bunch of time. That's the struggle. And so take the price that you want, or take the price you hope to get online, and then just figure out percentage wise, maybe, or look at it and say, okay, what is the lowest I can go on this and still feel good? And here's the thing, you may get to the end of that show and you may sell 2 items out of 50, but now you've got 48 items to either rerun for new buyers that are on here, or 48 items to list, right? So that's my piece of advice. Even if you're a newer seller, now, once again, you're trying to clear out the hoard, you're trying to make space. That's a different story. You're getting your items for 10 cents. That's a different story. You see a lot of people that do like storage unit stuff on here. Well, they get a storage unit for, let's say, $300, and there's, 5,000 items in the storage unit. Well, if we've paid $400, let's just say, and there's 5,000 items, each of those items is costing them about 10 cents. So if they run it for $1 and it sells for $1, they're still making like a 40% profit on that item. So it depends on what your cost of goods is. So, here's the thing too, you'll find your audience, right? You'll find your people that like what you sell. They like you as a person. They know that they can trust you. I have certain people I buy from on here that I source from because I know I'm going to get good quality stuff. Meg, JT, Arizona, Hustle. There's people that I regularly purchase from on here that sell the kind of stuff that I want to sell. And I know I can trust them. I know when I get their stuff, I don't even have to open the package. I know it's going to be good, right? You'll find those people. They take time, but your time is money, right? So don't put too much time into your show prepping it. Don't put so much time into it that it's costing you money, and make your stuff listed at a certain price. When you guys are advertising, this is something to think about too. When you're advertising, let's do this in an analogy. When you're selling something over on the bay, you are advertising to millions and millions of people. So you're not just advertising to your neighborhood, you're advertising to your whole state, right? So if I had this here and I was advertising this to all the people in Texas to purchase it, the likelihood of it getting purchased is pretty high, right? But if I've got this little spin brush and I'm marketing to my neighborhood, it may take longer to sell because there's not as many people, right? Well, that's what Whatnot is when you're first starting. You are advertising to your group that's in here, and that is your neighborhood. You are hoping someone in your neighborhood needs that item. And if they're not willing to buy it from you for $10, and you know it's worth 30, then move along, sister. Either they're not interested or they're not going to pony up the cash for it, right? And they can go buy it elsewhere, or maybe they're just not interested. But as you get bigger on here and you get bigger rooms, I watch K-Way shows, and a lot of times his stuff sells for even over MSRP because he has spent the time, he's done the work, he's had the auctions, he's learned how to do this, and now he's got rooms of 250 people or more in there. Kelsey Mellow State, that's another one. House of Coop, that's another one. People that have these large rooms that people coming in, Elux, Renzi, ZK Styles, all those people that we love, and I love them. I love going to their shows to learn. But they have 250 people in their show, so they can do dollar starts because they know if that thing's going to jack up to $50, and they don't have to worry about it. So I know that was a long version of that, but that's okay. Okay, moving along. Pixie Dust, welcome in. BZ Gammy, I see you sneaking in here. Texas Cow Chicks, hey, my friend. I've heard someone say that when they change categories during their live, that the shipping starts over and doesn't bundle. Ooh, I don't know about that, Texas. I have never heard that. I didn't even know you could change categories during your live. So I'm not sure about that. If anyone knows that and can answer Texas's question on that, that would be amazing. Time says, we've done flash sales, auctions, and buy it now. The hardest part is some of our items have higher margins, like our curling irons, which deters buyers. You'll find your people, though. That's the thing, Time. You'll find your people. You'll find your community. You'll get your name out. It takes time. No pun intended. But it really does take time on here to build a group up. it takes time. People have to know you're a trusted seller, because here's the problem. There is so many wham bammy scammies out there of people that sell an Xbox and the person gets rocks in the mail or something. People have to know you. They have to see you've got some reviews. They got to see that you've got some clout. They have to know that you're a person. But once they know that, then they can send you in. Look at this. Look at how this went just today. Penthouse Beauty found me on here. Penthouse Beauty and I have been communicating back and forth because I have her on the lookout for some things that I would like to purchase. Penthouse Beauty sent me a message and said, hey, there's these new sellers named Time and Style. I'm going to try to get them to pop in the live. If they pop in the live, will you help them if they have any questions? They are new sellers. They seem really trustworthy. I want to recommend them. And I said, yes. So you guys came in here today. I recommended you. And now you've got new people following you and bookmarking your shows. That's how it has to happen all the time. Make those connections, because this is about networking, not net wishing, obviously, like any business. And this is people buy people, people don't buy products. So the more you do this and the more people get to know you, the bigger you'll get. Jarhead, welcome in. Morning, morning. Riz is in the house. Rizzy, Rizzy, Rizzy. Oi, oi. Good to see you, my love. Good to see you. Raise Reloved, welcome in. Join in through Thrifty ATX Girls Link. Thrifty, thanks so much for bringing them in. You guys are so welcome. I am very, very happy that you guys are popping in here. Do you ever polybag instead of boxing when you ship? I polybag as much as possible. I polybag shoes. I polybag everything. Unless I'm doing a whatnot show, and then it's always usually ground advantage up to a pound. And then from there on, I do flat rate shipping usually. So almost everything is flat rate after that. So then I just use my USPS.com boxes, which you can get for free. But I polybag everything. So these, when they ship out, are going to get stuck with some paper. Then they're going to get individually wrapped in a tiny bit of foam. Then they're going to get put together just like this, or I may even with these ones do it like this, depending on what feels better. I'm going to wrap these together. I'm going to put them with a little bit of foam. I'm going to put a little bit of saran wrap around that. And then I'm going to ship them in a poly bag. So I ship everything in a poly bag as much as I can. Wistrel, good morning to you as well, my friend. Yeah, you are so welcome. I'm happy to help. Drink of coffee. Drink of coffee. You are so welcome. All right. So these things have been drying long enough. We can go ahead and get some photos of these. So we're going to do this here, and we're going to do this here, and we're going to get some pictures. So y'all know with my shoes, I like to do kind of action shots. So I do kind of like one down, one up. We sell a lot of shoes, and this just seems to be all the shoes I do like this started selling more than the ones I just did flat. So it worked out great. I know, look at that shine. Look at that shine. I am telling you, grandma sneaker cleaner, yo. Grandma sneaker cleaner for the actual win. And then we're going to get a picture of the back. This is the other investment I would highly advise you get yourself a Lazy Susan. If you guys photograph stuff like this, a Lazy Susan is so crazy clutch, because look at that. I didn't have to pick those shoes up to like change location of them, which is anything you can do to save you time, because time is money. All right, there is that. And then we're going to go like this. I kind of do opposites, and then that way they kind of just sit together well. And then we'll do this here, get the bottoms, and then we'll get the insides, and then I'll make sure I've got the sizing and everything on there. So there is the insides, and then we will get the sizing here on the bottom, and away we go. Boom, done, ready to list. Deals. I know, what an angle, right? Deals is in the house. How is Deals today? That's what we want to know. We want to know if Deals is doing amazing. All right, so we'll photograph these, and then we will clean another pair and let them dry. All right, looks like we got a gold pair of Nikes. If I can find the other one, perfect. All right, so you got some fancy gold blingy Nikes. They say 25 on the tag, but you know your girl didn't pay that, because I am the garage sale wheeler and dealer. Southern Treasures, my sweet, sweet gem. How are you today, my love? I hope you are having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, and amazing day. So we are going to get these all cleaned up here. So we're going to bust out our Southern knows I love my gadgets. We're busting out our gadgets today, as usual. So we're going to do these shoes here. We're going to clean up these little sneaks. We're going to clean up these little sneaks. They're like a foil look. So crazy. So crazy. So we got our little cleaner here. Southern knows I use this. Southern used to come over and she'd watch me. So I used to be on TikTok live all the time. And then TikTok hates brands. So they don't like it when you talk about brands. So they suppress your videos. I kept getting restrictions and bananas. They kept wanting me to fill out a puzzle piece like I was a 4-year-old kid. And so they kicked me off the platform for lives for like 2 weeks. And then they told me I could get it back if I took a test. So I had to take a quiz, which I refused to take. So Justin took it. And it was basically a quiz on how to be on live. Like, don't talk about brands. We don't want you to talk about nothing unless you're selling TikTok shop. And so I said, thank you very much. And see ya. And I came over here and started doing it over here where they don't mind. In fact, they want you to talk about brands here. It's amazing. So I am all about that. Let me figure out how to get you in a picture real quick. Oh my Lord. How are you going to do that, Southern? All right, now we've got a little bit of our acetone here. We're just going to go along the edge here and look at how easily and nicely that gets all that dirt off of that bottom. Just a little bit of acetone. Now, you don't want to rub too much and for too long because it can take the paint off. So if you're just really light with it, then you don't have to worry about it. Do not touch the acetone to anything that's super colored. So reds, blues, anything like that, it will take it off. You can always use rubbing alcohol or just a little old elbow grease. I prefer doing things that take me little to no time. So we do a little acetone. That's how we go. That's how we roll in this house. What is easy and what is simple? Simple and easy is my jam. All right, perfect. And look at those. Boom. Just like that, looking like the shine that it is. I know, right? I never did TikTok. It was too much. It's very busy over there. I do like going on because I like to support my friends and I like to say hello. And I'll lurk every once in a while over there. But if I'm being totally honest, and this is no shade on anyone that does TikTok shop, I think it's amazing that people have been able to get a revenue and get just to make crazy good income for their families. And I think it's just such a blessing. It's become a little too much for me. It just feels really. This is going to sound crazy because I have ADHD, but it's really busy. I feel like almost overstimulated sometimes when I'm over there, and I don't know if just because I'm becoming an old person or what, but I feel like it's almost like overwhelmed. Like there's so many people popping on that are like, wait, you tell me. I feel like I'm constantly in like, do you guys know that thing? The Wacky Wave and Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Guy. Hi, I'm Al Harrington from Wacky Wave and Inflatable Flailing Arm Tube Guy and Wiggle Paw. I feel like it's like that like all the time. And I found myself getting like almost anxious over there. So I know that probably sounds so weird. But then that's just me. Not everyone feels that way. And so, you know what I always say, opinions are like armpits. We all have them. They generally stink, but that's just kind of, that's what was happening with me. So I kind of was like, yeah, it does look like an ice pick. This is from Lowe's, or you get at Home Depot. It actually is for electrical tools. So it came in this little kit for like $6 or $7 that had all these tools, but this was one of them because I needed to find something that could get these little rocks out. I love my flathead screwdriver. So I use this too. Here it is. So I'll use just a flathead to scrape, but I needed something that had that little pin point so I could flick out rocks. And so I found that works the best for that. Yeah, this looks great. This had like a little gum or something on the bottom of it, so I'm just picking that off. But boom, done. So beautiful. She's so shiny. She looks amazing. And these look like a Super Bowl 50 release. Love a good pick. Ha 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 ha. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, lady. Lady. All right, here is that. Okay, this one's got all sorts of grossness. So this is why this pick thing works so good. I can get in here and I can literally just lift up all of that disgustingness. Look at it all. Oh yeah, that's like bubble gum. That is bubble gum up on in the shoe. Let's get it out of there. Despicable. Despicable. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to actually spray this. We're going to spray this with the little grandmas and let it sit, and then we'll pick it out, and then it'll come out super, super easy. So we're going to get it wet. I came down to Louisiana so I could sweat. Okay. There is that. We're going to get a picture of these Nikes, why that sits. And one tip, if I can give you guys a tip too, is when you're cleaning shoes, make sure that you leave your rags. I'm going to show you guys what I do. Hopefully you can see this. So I leave my rags on top of whatever bottle that I'm using for. That way I don't accidentally get the acetone on the grandma's, and I don't get the leather cleaner on something that's not leather. So it just works really well for me doing it that way. Sorry, I know I'm probably making you guys dizzy. I apologize. So just keep your little thing on there. Adamus, oh my God, thank you so much for the tip, Adamus. You know what we always do when people tip us in here? We're going to mention you in the chat. If you guys wouldn't mind giving our amazing friend Adamus a follow and a bookmark. Like I said, Adamus does the coolest stuff. She's the one, guys, the other day when I was doing the live and we were singing and we were doing because she sent me dip in the mail and it was like, dip it real good. And so I literally sung that for like 24 hours. So we love Adamus. Meg, guys, all right. I'm going to shoot myself in the foot. But we're going to do this because we love Meg. So Meg is one of the people I source from on here more than anyone. She has really, really good taste in clothing to pick up for resale. And right now she's doing a hoard clean out. So she's trying to get rid of, she has way too much stuff in the area that she's trying to do shows and stuff in, and work in. And so she's doing like $2 starts on stuff. And the stuff that I have gotten from her, you guys, is insane. Absolutely insane. So now y'all are going to go in there and bid me up, but that's good because I want my friend Meg to make some more income on the stuff. Like I literally feel like I owe her like hundreds of dollars in the amount of stuff that I've been able to get from her for like the prices I've gotten it from. So if you guys get a chance to, this is Meg. Meg, I just tagged her. If you scroll up a little bit, you guys will see my commented, Meg Eclectic. One, she has great stuff. Two, her sense of humor is ridiculous. Her sense of humor is so like exactly mine that I love it so much. It's a little dry, it's a little naughty, it's a little ridiculous, and it's a whole lot of sarcasm. And so she's funny. She has a crazy doll that comes on when you make your first purchase. Her name is Agnes. And she's a monster, and she literally comes on. You guys, I can't even do it justice. You have to go and look at her show. You have to go to her show. Her shows are just knock your socks off good. Jarhead says, can you show me the Weidman's leather cleaner? Amazon only has a 6-pack. Yeah, do not buy the 6-pack. That would last you way too long. This is the Weidman's right here. I'll go ahead and hold it up for 10 seconds. Yeah, go ahead and screenshot that. And you guys can get this at like Wally, Target, HEB, Safeway, wherever you're at. They sell it pretty much everywhere. So yeah, bookmark her up, you guys. She is incredible. Southern says, gotta head out, get back to work. Wishing you all the best. Always my friend. Love you, Southern. You go, girl. Guys, Southern Treasures is so cool. She literally is so young. And she is such a little entrepreneur. She's made her own little barn she shed thing. She does her photos in now. She's got a whole, like, this woman is a hard ass worker. Like if Southern was my daughter, I would be so freaking proud of her because the amount of stuff that she has done, the amount of work that she has done at the age that she's at is just so crazy. Like such a hard worker. I'm so proud of her. So yeah, give her a bookmark. Riz says, I just got original Lily Pulitzer fabric from Meg. Damn. Did she do I knew she was doing like a material craft show or something. Riz, that's insane. I'm telling you guys got to go to her show. So is it the conditioner? Yeah, it says leather conditioner. It should say cleaner because honestly, that's what it's for. But it says conditioner on there. And that's the one that I recommend. It's the only one that I recommend. J&T Finds. J&T. Look what cup I got today. Just for you. Just for you. Doing the Mingos today. Still in style. Welcome in. Okay. So we've got our Nikes here. So first thing I'm going to do is get a picture of the size in here while the shoe is open. So when you guys do shoes, it's always really hard to get in here to get the number, size, and whatnot. So if you just go to your photos, click on 0.5 so that it's like far away, then you can take your phone, you can put it into where you're getting a picture of the shoes and then get a picture of it in there. And then that way, if it's upside down backwards, you will get that whole label in there. Look at that. You know how hard it is to get pictures, and look at how fast that was. So 0.5 away, inside the shoe, upside down, and then boom, there it is. So that is the way this is how we do it. Whoa, that was almost on key. Oh my God, Justin, I almost sung something on key. I almost sung something on key. He said, doubt it. Doubt it. I like DM Wonder Balm too. Yes. This is what I use to condition shoes. So this is what I use to clean. So if they're super dirty and they have like a bunch of dirt and they're disgusting, I use this. And then this is the only thing I use for conditioning shoes. I've used it literally since like the 1990s. So God's in the house. Maurice! Kajaria said that was beautiful. Doubt it, he says. I know. You see the disrespect I get up in this hizzle? I'm telling you. I get no love. No love. No. All right, where is my shoehorn? So now we're going to make these look all great and amazing. So we're going to pop this in there, and we are going to get it looking all snazzy, like the amazing set of shoes that it is. Now, I don't believe we have done our, let's see, I don't know how this person laced this. Okay, there we go. I don't think we have done our demo. Oh, no, I think we did our demo yesterday, but we'll do it again. Do you guys want a demo on how to do your laces so that you can sell your shoes a little bit better? Is anyone interested? If I get like 2 yeses, I'll do it. If not, then I won't worry about it. So there's that there and that there. What is happening? What did they do here? Oh, they did something funky. They took me to Funky Town. They took these laces to Funky Town. All right, get that in there. That goes there. What in the world? Yes, you guys want it? Okay. Give me just a second here and I will show you. So when you buy shoes out of the store, like if you went to the DW or whatever store and you were buying shoes, they generally come with the laces tied in one very specific way, and it's called a factory knot. And if you do it at the factory knot, even though you may not recognize it, your subconscious does, and so your buyer's subconscious will as well. And your buyer's subconscious will automatically believe that the item is newer than it actually is just based on seeing that, right? It's like a little optical illusion kind of thing. And so what we're going to do is we are going to do a factory knot on these. So let me bring this back and I'll show you guys what this is. So we've been working really hard every day trying to get our videos to go up on YouTube, doing it a bunch of different ways. We're trying to play with the sound, and Justin's been working on this the last 3 days. And so I'm hoping this way will work today. So this should be back up on YouTube. So if you guys need a replay or you need to come back to it, we're hoping it works today. We've had to play with it a whole bunch of different ways to get it to do it correctly, but it's going to be amazing when it happens. So, all right, so here we go. You got your shoe. Now, if anybody, if you can't see this, there is a button up at the top, and the button looks just like this. So it says swap. So if you guys click on that little swap, it'll put the shoes at the top of the screen so that you can see it a little bit better. Okay. So here is our shoe. So we've got it all laced up here, looking all spiffy and amazing. So what the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make sure your laces are kind of even, right? We always want that. And then you're going to take these and you're going to do your regular first thing. So just like you were tying a regular pair of shoes. So it's going to be the exact same thing that you normally would do, right? So we're going to take that. Now what we're going to do, this is where the tricky part comes in. So we're going to pull these two together and we're going to put our fingers underneath those laces. So we've just taken our shoelaces, we've put them together, and we're going to put our fingers under the laces. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pull this back around the back of our fingers, and we're going to pull it through where our fingers are at. And this creates a factory knot. So this is how laces come. Now, you may say, yeah, but I don't remember seeing laces like this in the store. Well, a lot of times shoes don't come laced, but inside of the shoe, if you pull that out, you guys will see this tied just like that. And that's called a factory knot. So we'll do it with this shoe over here so we can do it again. So we've got our shoe here, and let's see, this person has this all done funky. That's another tip, you guys. If you get shoes and they're like tied all funky and weird, like take the few seconds to kind of even everything out so that it looks good. Those little things may not seem like it matters to you, but to any personalities that are a little bit more, analytical personalities, or as I would call them, our green personalities, those people like things that are like organized and all that good stuff. So if you want those kind of people as customers, it's always good to just kind of take the couple seconds, get it all looking good, make sure everything's fine. And then most shoes I lace all the way up to the top. There are some that I will give an exception if the laces are too short or if it really takes away from the design of the shoe. But for the most part, I'll kind of put them all the way up. We are going to put our shoe horn in. And we always do this kind of thing here so that the shoe looks good. We want it to be its best self. We want the shoe to be living its best life. And if you're watching this on the replay on the tubes and you don't know where to get these, if you follow the link down below in the description, you'll be able to get these off of our thing that says, so you want to sell some shoes. Okay, so here is our lace. Once again, we're going to take it and we're going to tie it just like we normally would, as if you were tying a pair of shoes. So just like that, we're going to pull these straight here so they're nice and flat. Then we're going to take our fingers. We're going to put 2 fingers under here, back around. Then we're just going to pull them right through that center where your fingers were. Now, the first couple times you got to do this, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, how in the heck do I do this? It took me a minute to get this. But once you get this, then when you photograph your shoes, they will all be tied like that and not tied in some bow. When it's tied like a regular bow, what it tells the user is that these are used shoes. When it's tied like that, it tells them it's newer than it actually is. So I hope this helps you guys out. I hope that you're able to get your shoes sold a little bit easier doing it that way. Okay, let's bring this back over here and we will get a picture of our beautiful shoes. And if anyone asks any questions or anything, I'll get back to you in just a second. Let me just get this like this. Okay. I randomly quote movies. Sorry, it's a disorder. I literally do songs and movies all day. So it looks hard, but after you do it once, you'll never go back. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I want to speak. I love you. It looks like you took better care of them and their minds. Exactly. That's a great point, Tip Drip. Exactly. See, you guys know. Y'all know. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put our back up. Now, I get this question a lot. Why do you put the back of the shoe up? Because it creates what is called an action shot. And so things in motion stay in motion. And so if people are looking at this and they can see the item has movement, they're able to see all sides of the shoe, you will just sell it faster. And I'm going to show you guys what this looks like in a photo. So when you do the action, now, if you saw a pair of shoes that was like that, wouldn't you be more likely to purchase them because you can see all of the shoe? So there's that as an option. Or if we get rid of that and we hide the other shoe, it just doesn't look like it's got any movement. Now, some of y'all may like this picture better, and that's okay. We're all different. But I prefer doing the action shots. I think it just works out better. Mel, have a great day yourself, babe. Good to see you. Give that little pup a scratch for us. Flat iron to quickly the trick. That's the trick. And if you guys don't have a flat iron, you can get you can get one from our friend in here, our new friend Time. But you can always just get yourself a cheap little flat iron that you use just for that. Crisp up laces, crisp up ribbons, crisp up anything with those. I agree. Riz knows. In Riz we trust. Riz knows because Riz is the queen. Riz knows so many things. We love her. All right, and we're just getting pictures here. Getting that, getting that, getting that. We're getting the bottoms here and scene. And look at how clean those bottoms are. All we did was just that our little machine and a little grandma sneaker cleaner. That was it. Nothing fancy. All right, here's that. And then I did see actually something in the shoe. Normally I take pictures of the inside before I do the label, and I just literally forgot. So we're going to have to do that really quick. All right, let's get that. Let's get that. See, they're all tied up nice. Now I got to take them apart to get a picture of the inside. That's why I usually do the insides first, so I don't have to go through all of this. But I just forgot. I got to chatting and I forgot. All right, so here is that. We're going to get a picture here. And then let's get a picture of the other one because I did the same. They look the same. Okay, wonderful. All right, there's that. And then once you do this enough, y'all are going to get so crazy fast at this little factory knot. Now I can do it in like record time because I do it literally so much. So boom, boom, done, and done. Okay. Oh, go, honey. Honey, something I died. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We'll fix it. I'm so sorry, you guys. The headset in the other, we connect this to a Bluetooth in the other room, so it doesn't do that. And I think it must have just done. I know we're clubbing now. I'm so sorry, you guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Apologies all around. Apologies all around. Justin, we'll get that fixed, and then we'll get our screenshot or our screen thing back. My dog was looking around. That was rough. I'm not gonna lie, that was rough. That's why we had to connect a Bluetooth to the other screen, so it doesn't do that. So we'll get that fixed, and then we'll be back. Okay. Next up, we've got another pair of Nikes. So these are, what are these? These are a two, I don't know if I can even see this. It's kind of faded out. This is a something. This is a something, and we don't know. When is it? We're going to find out. 2000 and, oh, it's so faded. That one is so faded, I cannot see. 2019. 8.5 wins 8.5 2019. Shall we do something fun? I like to do this every once in a while. Let's play guess what these are worth, because I never know with shoes, right? So this is a 2019 Nike Airs. What's our guesses? What's our guesses, guys? Put your guesses in the chat just for fun. Just for fun skis. We'll do it just for fun skis. So let's take a look and see what these are worth, or about what they're worth. I'm not doing full comps. We're just going to do a little quick. Tiff says 95. So do you turn the shoe over and bend it to make sure that the soles won't crack? Yeah, always. And I do that when I buy them too. I make sure that there's no dry rot. Adamus says 88. Dream and Genie, what's up? My dog's, yeah, 88. Okay, let's take a look here. Like I said, this is going to be a very quick comp. I'm not even comping. So first thing I see is there's a pair for 150 on the Bay. It looks like there's a pair for 80 on Poshy. So that's kind of all over the place. 120 on the Bay, 54 on the Bay, but they look torn up. 130, 100, 80, 102, 150, 280 brand new, 200. So I would say these are probably, I would say we'll probably wind up getting about 80 bucks in this size. So who did we guess? Let's see. Adamus, I think you were the closest. Yeah, I think you were the closest. That's amazing. So I think after all the wheels and deals and all that, we'll probably get about 80. Now these are really, really gross inside. So what I do when that happens is I've got my other little trick here, and I'll be back and give me 20 seconds. Give me 20 seconds, friends. What's that? Oh, I got it. Okay, so when you get a shoe and it's really bad on the bottom, like that, I'm not even cleaning that with a thing. I need to get some of that loosened up. Get yourself a bucket, right? And then, and I need another bottle of Grandma Sneakers. Spray some of your Grandma Sneaker cleaner in it. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch either, just a little bit. It's just basically to kind of loosen things up a little bit. So spray a little of that in there, and then tuck your laces in, and then just put the shoe in. And I only have like a very small amount of water in here. It's just enough to get that footbed wet so that I can pick that out. So, and I'll show you what it looks like in here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So it's just a tiny bit of water, little Grandma Sneaker cleaner, and I just pop them in there, and then I let it sit for, maybe 10 minutes or so. and then I can pick everything out and use my electric cleaner, and then I'll just do the other one. So yeah, I just loosen everything first. I like to get it wet because then it just works way better. So, and for a pair of shoes, it's worth that much. I'll definitely spend, that time doing that. Okay, next up, we've got a pair of Chucks, aka Converse. One of my top sellers, Converse and Vans. Man, I just sell those things like hotcakes. The only trick with these is you just don't want to spend a million years on them, right? So these are canvas. I probably am just going to throw these in the wash. So these have like all that dirty there and the dirty on the sides and everything. We're going to throw these into the wash because then I don't have to deal with it. Now, with them being that maroon color, I just want to make sure I throw it in with like some towels or something like that, because the problem with anything red or maroon is it can bleed onto everything else. Also for Converse, especially the red ones, anything that's got that red to it, you have to take the laces out. And I know you're probably saying to yourself, oh, wouldn't it be faster for you to just to hand clean them? These are going to take me probably 10 minutes to hand clean. I'd rather just take these laces out. You can pop the laces in a little glass bowl with a little bit of water and a little bit of bleach, and it won't ruin the tips of the laces or anything like that. And it'll just lighten the laces up. It'll make them look really really good, and they'll be clean and crisp and all of that. Now, when you're doing shoes, it can also get very easy to not remember what laces go to what, right? I made this mistake when I first started doing shoes. I took all the laces out and then I couldn't remember what laces went to everything. So now what I do is I take the laces themselves, I tuck them into the shoes so that when I go to wash these shoes, I will put these laces. I have a little glass jar in my laundry room. I'll just put these laces in that glass jar. I will run these through the wash with towels and other stuff. Then I will take them out and let them air dry. I will take the laces out. I will let those air dry next to the shoes, and then I'll put them away. Sometimes it's just those little tiny, tiny tricks that can make all of the difference in the world for that kind of stuff. Okay. So we've got our gold sneakers here, and here's our other one. So we've got all that stuff there that we were going to loosen. We're going to go ahead and get the pick out here. Did you hook up the Bluetooth, honey? Okay, just let me know when you're ready. Now, this is why we soak, because now I can go in here, and I apologize, you guys don't have the view of this right now because we don't have our other one, but I can go in here now that this is all like wet and loosened, and I can just pick that right up. Like, look at that. That's so much easier than sitting there and picking when it's dry. And again, I know these seem like little simple things, but when I first started reselling, the shows I really liked to watch and the people I really liked to watch was the people that like did demos and stuff, because it was little things like, oh my God, I never thought about doing it that way. So hopefully this is adding some value into you guys too. So, and we haven't done this in a little bit. If you guys are wanting some more followers in here or some bookmarks, leave a heart down in the chat. Anyone that leaves a heart, go ahead and follow them. If you're already following them, go in and bookmark a show or two. Be an awesome human. And let's get you guys some new friends and some new bookmarks. That's what this is all about. This is the community hour. So we've got Adamus is in Majestic Way. Great to see you, my friend. Kay, how have you been? You guys work so well together. I'd be so lucky to find that in life. Everyone would be. I really am lucky. I am very, very blessed to find Justin. Justin is the brother of a friend of mine, and it was just one of those weird happenstances that we met. So you just never know when life is going to present you something. But I always say I had to have the worst relationships to find the best. So I definitely went through a few there that were definitely tough. I've lived through some really crazy stuff in my life. So I left home at 15. So I'm sure you guys can imagine some of the craziness that has gone on and the people that you meet. And if you're a girl, the kind of guys you meet when you have a crazy life. So I have done that for sure. All right, now we're going to get out our little flathead screwdriver. I think what this was down here, I think this was bubble gum. So this is getting all that bubble gum out. It feels like we had bubble gum on the other shoe too. I wonder if this was the same person. Like maybe like where they walked, or maybe they threw gum in their driveway or something. Like who's throwing gum on walkways? Who's doing that? Where's my gum throwers? Stop putting gum on walkways. What are you doing? That's crazy. That's craziness. Speaking of something crazy, does anyone in here ever watch anything on Instagram? I don't watch a whole bunch, but when I go to post something over there, every once in a while I'll catch something. And this guy got into my feed and it's just killing me. He's called the Cart Narc, and he goes around and he films people leaving their carts or like throwing trash in the middle of in the middle of um super mall like stores and stuff like that. And he pulls up to people with his little sign or whatever, and he's like, doo 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 doo. 10-4, good buddy. We've got a cart. And like, why'd you leave your cart here? And the excuses people come up with for leaving their carts is so funny. And people get so mad. He's a little bit aggressive with it, so I can see why people get mad. But it cracks me up. Does anybody have any idea what I'm talking about? Why do you wash them with towels? Oh, tip. So the towels are a great thing to wash like your shoes with. Just make sure it's not towels that are gonna like leave fibers. But if you're watching like washing red shoes or maroon shoes or anything like that, it just helps to absorb some of the redness. So I always throw them in with like our old like work towels. And then that way the red doesn't just seep onto all the other parts of the shoe, if that makes any sense. And then of course with cold water. But I like to wash shoes with towels and sheets and stuff like that, just because otherwise the shoes beat against the side of the washer. So much value. I look forward to your show so much. You're an awesome human. Lucky Leo, thank you so much. Wow, what an amazing compliment. That's wild. Thank you. Yeah, Adam is spelled. Snazzy Seconds, welcome in. Katie Bug, great to see you. Allison is here as well. Bunch of vandals in this town. LOL clerks. I just watched that recently again. Dina, welcome in. Cardnark is the F and best. Love him. So you guys know what I'm talking about. It cracks me up. I don't even know how he ended up on my algorithm. The algorithms over on Instagram frighten me because sometimes I get videos and I'm just like, okay, I don't know what I did in life to deserve this video. So I'm a little careful about about the Instagram videos. You guys know I'm like a very love and light kind of person, and some of the stuff that's over there is a little dark, but I do love that cart narc. If he ends up in my feed, I love it. The other person I've been really enjoying is this guy. I think his name is Damon something, and he goes in and he's got money, so he goes in and like buys people's groceries and stuff, and it's like a total social experiment thing, and I love it. There we go. That's better. He's really funny too. I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about, but every once in a while you run into somebody good over on those, and then other times stuff pops up in there, and I'm like, whoa, scroll past. That is more than I wanted to see. That's more than I wanted to see. All right, there's that. Okay, we're getting all that bubble gum out of there. Yeah, I know it is funny. Do. We got him. Got him. Cartners. Got him. Sister's Closet, welcome in. Good morning, my friend. How are you today? When he throws the magnets on the car, and they're like, get this stupid magnet off my car. Which is funny because if someone was like at the fair or something and he was just giving those magnets out, people would take them and put them on their cars. But the fact that he's put it on there, I'm like, I kind of want to leave a cart just so he can come up and like be like, doo, and I'll be like, oh my god, it's cart narc. I've been leaving carts in parking lots just so you come up and talk to me. Just wanted to thank everyone who pops into charity show. I just passed 700 follows. I'm so happy. Oh, into your charity show. I thought you meant me because my name's Charity. I was like, oh, thank you. That's amazing, Spirit Junkie. I'm so happy for you, babe. That's great. Wonderful. I love that. My friend on Facebook sends me funny raunchy shorts, and now that's all I get for suggestions. I know. That's what happens too. Busted. Sounds like I found you at May Eclectic Show. Yes, Snazzy, I believe you did. I'm gonna finally stop being scared and do my first show tonight. Oh my gosh, Snazzy, that's so amazing. I'm gonna mention you in the chat here. So we got new seller, guys. New seller alert. Doot. Let's go over to Snazzy. Snazzy, do you have a show booked? Snazzy, if you can get a show booked on there, we will go ahead and get you some bookmarks. I see the Tu Wong Fu, and thanks for everything, Julie Newmar, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. That's amazing. So yeah, get a show booked on there. Even if you have to change it. But if you guys can always have a show book, that way when you come into shows like this, people can get you bookmarks. So Spirit Junkie, I'm so proud of you. That's so amazing. Congratulations. Yes, in your show, I've been growing. Yay! That makes me so happy. That's what I want. Nicole Fu, we love you. How the heck are you today? I haven't picked my time yet. You're the best. Let me figure it out. You got it, Spazzy. Yes, don't throw your mother at me. Love that movie. Agreed. Agreed. Adamus, I think we're spirit animals. I really do. You literally have the same like we're movie quote people too. That's what we do all day long. We do that. Right, honey? Yep. Is that good now? Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna get our screen share back here. Hopefully we won't have an echo. Once again, apologize. My apologies for that, bub. All right, there is that. Nope. Just kidding. Nope, not working. All right, we're gonna get the outside of this one cleaned here, and away we go. So we are gonna take our, let's see, we're gonna take our drink of coffee. That's my next task, to get my circle icon banner and show post going. I love it. Yeah, let's do it. They're coming for me. I know, right? Here they come. It was nice hanging out with you. Until next time. DJ, it was great hanging out with you too, my friend. I'm very happy to see you and meet you and hang out with you and all that good stuff. So thanks for coming in. And thanks again to you guys for the gifts and the tips and everything. I see it rolling in, and I literally appreciate it. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It's connected.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe take it in the other room, turn it off, return it on. You want to take it with you and play with it?
Well, you're not gonna unless you try it on live.
Okay. Someone asked about the microphone. Do you use with Bluetooth microphone when you do lives? Yeah. So I don't use any microphone when I do like just this. This is, you guys are just on my iPad. But when we do the split screen, this other phone that we have connects to a Bluetooth device in another room, so we don't get an echo. And that is how we do the two screens. The problem we found with using a microphone or anything like that here on Whatnot is that.
What?
I don't know what it's doing. I would take it though and maybe turn it all off and just do like a whole reset. What was I saying? I was saying something. I missed it. My brain's gone. Squirrel moment. Microphone. Oh, the microphone. So when we used a microphone and we were trying to do our shows, we couldn't get the sound to work. So we don't mess with it. We keep it simple up in this house. We keep it simple. Yeah, I got to get ready to start my show. Oh, get ready to start your show. DJ, that's amazing. Good. Have a great show, my friend. I hope it goes amazing for you. Yeah, didn't know if I should invest in a clip-on. Nah. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, folks. Kiss. Keep it simple, silly. Keep it simple, silly. What is happening here? Never mind. It's right in front of me. I know, total alien. Sorry, you guys. I'm telling you, that's our Bluetooth. Whoa. Hi. Your face looks insane.
You need to kick me out of the show, because I think that's the problem.
Do you want to comment and then I'll kick you out? Oh my god, what is he gonna say? Oh, thank God. It's like, oh my god, he's gonna say something horrible. Remove co-host. Okay, there we go. We'll try that. I have a 2K celebration coming up on the 26th. Dana! That's amazing. Dana, let me mention you in the chat here. If you guys want to pop over to our friend Dana, she is a super sweetheart. And if you guys can click on view profile and then shows, let's see, when is it? What do you got going on? Let's get you bookmarked. Let us know which one to bookmark. Or heck, guys, why don't you just get in there and bookmark them all? Why don't you just get in there and do Dana a solid and bookmark them all? That is 2K. That is what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Welcome back, everybody. I bought one for outdoor live streams and it didn't work well for Whatnot. I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, Whatnot and their sound things are like bananas bad. They don't like you to connect to YouTube. If you're using OBS, maybe. We tried it with OBS and Restream and we didn't have any sound. So we just don't mess with it. What do you want me to do? Okay. I need you to oh, there you are. There we go. Just a minute. We're experimenting today. All right. Hopefully there won't be a echo, guys. I'm sorry if there is. I apologize. We're trying to figure this out. Okay. It doesn't feel like an echo now. Oh my Lord. All right. While you've got them, honey, we're going to pin it. We're going to run a flash sale. Who's going to do it? We're going to start a flash sale to feed the dogs. Where are those babies?
Yeah, I think because headset wasn't connected before, but I was still in the show. So
Oh,
I didn't switch
gotcha.
over.
Gotcha. If anyone wants to feed a dog for $1.80, why not? Tracy wants to do it. Here we go. You know they're just pacing. Dana, Auntie Dana's doing it. Auntie Dana's doing it. All right, you guys, here we go. Good. I need to stand up. This gets me moving. Here we go. Oh, look at him. Look at him. He's already here. He already knows exactly what time it is. Here we go. Oh my queen. There he is. Here we go. Let's go shopping and buy that boy a treat. Let's go shopping and get him something sweet. Oh my goodness, say thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's take a look. That was from Auntie Dana. And now we've got one from Auntie Katie. Here we go. Let's go shopping and buy that boy a treat. Let's go shopping and get him something sweet. Oh my goodness. And one more from Auntie Tracy. Here we go. Let's go shopping and get that boy a treat. Let's go shopping and get him something sweet. Oh my goodness. Say thank you so much, Dana. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Auntie Tracy. And the tail. And the tail. Oh my goodness. Oh my good, what a good boy. All right, it's the girl's turn. It's the girl's turn. You ready? Come here. Come here. Here we go. All right. This is from Auntie Dana. Auntie Dana. We're gonna go for 3 at once, guys. Here. There's that, and that. We're putting in Auntie Dana. We're putting in Auntie Katie. And we're putting in Auntie Tracy, all 3 of them in here this time. And here we go. Let's go shopping and buy that girl a treat. Let's go shopping and get her something sweet. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, look at her. You guys, she's so happy. Say thank you so much, aunties. We appreciate you. What a good girl. What a good girl. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. Go get daddy. You gotta go get daddy. What's that daddy doing? What's that daddy doing? Go get him. Go get that daddy. Go get that daddy. Oh my gosh. Thanks. You guys have no idea how elated and happy that makes me every single time. I know. Tail wagons. I know. It's so sweet. Thanks you guys so much. 14. Welcome in. It's cart time, yo. It's cart time, yo. Thanks so much. 826 is her 2K show. Fantastic. So make sure you guys get her booked for that. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys are getting good. Best money I've ever spent. Oh, awesome. I love it's so fun, you guys. I just love being able to do that for them. And I think it brightens all of our days. In a world that is so insane right now.
Without pups is not a world I want to live in.
That's right. In this crazy world right now, anytime we can do something that's a little bit fun, I don't know about y'all, but I am all in. I am all in. I don't know what this person was doing with these shoes, but they got some crazy stuff going on here. I'm a little leery to scrub on it too much because I don't want to take off any of the stuff. I think what we'll do is let me try using my my screwdriver here and see if I can get it lifted. See what that is. Oh yeah, maybe that'll work. If I can get that lifted, it's like a little bit of goobers there. It's like just that little bit's going to change the entire price of the shoe. So sometimes it's worth taking those extra little seconds and doing that. I think what I might do too is I'm going to take a little bit of, I'm going to do my trick. So I have a little trick. You guys want to see a trick? So I take a little bit of paper towel and I take my Goo Gone and I just spray a little bit of it on. And then I'll take that little piece and put it on top of whatever I see that's like kind of a goobery. And we're going to see if the Goo Gone will lift it up. Because if it's something like a little bit of paint or something along those lines, it'll take that off. And the nice thing about Goo Gone is it doesn't really damage anything unless it's untreated cardboard. So we're going to leave that like that for just a second and let that kind of sit and see if we can get that to, that little tiny bit is going to make such a huge difference. Okay, there's that little drink of coffee and then moving right along. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Okay. Here is that. And let's take a look at what we've got next. Okay, next up we got another pair of Nikes. There's a bucket of Nikes. Should we play Let's Guess a Price? These are a pair of 2015s. They have Jordan on the side, 23 on the back. They're like a snake skin almost. And they are in a size 12. We're going to play Let's Guess the Price. What is our guesses on this? Meg says, I'm so sad. Been in work meetings for 2 hours, but been quietly sitting in here too. Meg, I love you so much. You make me so happy. Oh my goodness. I can just see Meg like sitting in a work meeting. She's like, and she's like listening to this craziness in the background. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Love it. All right. What's our guesses, guys? What's our guesses? 2015. This we just do this for fun. Pair of 2015 Jordan Nikes. What's our guess? I have no idea. They could be $2, it could be $500. I have no idea. Let's find out. Let's see. Dana says 65. All right, let's see if we can figure out which ones these are. So these look like they are the Nike Air Jordans 9 Retros. 180 is what I'm seeing. 125, 240. You can buy them brand new for $545. Dang. Love those. Love those. See, and shoes are so funny because there's no metric. I have no idea. Like, and Nikes especially. Nikes are crazy. I have LeBron Nikes that are worth like 1 year. I have them up for like $350. The next year that they came out, they're like $40 shoes. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand the shoes. I don't know if it just has to do with how many released or what people liked or whatnot, but it's just, they're so crazy and all over the board. But they usually are worth something. So if I can get a pair of Nikes for $10 or less at a garage sale, I usually get them. And if they're in a box, I may even pay a little bit more. But generally, people just want to get rid of them because they don't even realize that they're still worth money. So I can usually get them for pretty cheap. So, and perfectly perfect. Welcome in. Yeah. No, Meg, me. I know shoes and I still have no idea. Like, it's so crazy. I know, it's so wild. Thanks so much for the hair compliment. If anyone's noticed, I am wearing a mustache today. I'm wearing a gentleman's mustache, hair clip today. Katie Bug, welcome in. Shops SB8, how are you today? Is this John? Is this Court? Who's on here? I'm not the shoe game, clearly. That's okay. It's still fun to guess. I think it's fun to guess. Erica, welcome back in to the adventure. Missed some of your shows. Sorry, meetings. Hey, no worries. You guys got to do what you got to do. You got to do that life stuff. We got to do that life stuff, right? I know. Sometimes those pesky things like lives and jobs and stuff get in the way. I know. Wow, I hate that. Hate it. I hear ya. Hate it. Not you. You're fine. You're fine. You're the retriever of coffee. We love you. LOL. I don't know why it keeps saying I joined when I never left. Oh, it just does that. It just does that. And I'll still always welcome you back in. It's just going to tell you left, and then I'm going to say welcome back in. And that's just going to be the way it always goes. This is what we do when we're cleaning shoes. We sing songs. We welcome each other back to the adventure, even if you didn't leave. So like I said, the nice thing about this is I am putting like no pressure on this. This is 100% just this little spin brush doing what it does, doing its thing. And for shoes that are worth this much, I will spend the extra, couple minutes on trying to make them look really spiffy. See, look at that. Just that little bit on that where that Jordan symbol is. Look at how nice that looks now. It's like so crazy to me. I look back at how much time I spent manually scrubbing shoes, and like it kind of actually makes me feel like minorly ill thinking about the amount of time, energy, effort. I used to get done with cleaning shoes for the day, and I literally couldn't even move my arm. So I could only do shoes. That's probably why they stacked up so much. Is I could only do shoes like, maybe once a week, because the rest of the week my arm would just be trash. So what is the spray bottle? Nicole, that is the grandma's sneaker cleaner. So this is what I use for cleaning all of my shoes. Or at least like the soles and the bottoms. It's the best one I have found, and I think I've tried quite a few of them. I think I've tried like 6 or 7 different kinds, and I just wind up every time I order something new because someone's like, "This is the best one I've ever tried." So I'll fall sucker to the advertisement, and I get it, and it's just like not. It's like, oh, it doesn't work as good as the grandma's. So that's my opinion. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it is in our Amazon store too. Here, let me do this, and then that way you can find it. There we go. So it is in there if you want to find it and check it out. Okay, so we're just cleaning, spraying. So normally I wouldn't spend quite so much time on the bottoms, but for some sneakerhead that wants these, I'll be able to get a pretty good price. So I'm down for spending just a little bit extra time. Southern Treasures 2. Oh my goodness, Southern, how many accounts do you have? Southern Treasures 8, Southern Treasures 11. Pig Shop, welcome in. Welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the party. We're hanging out and we're cleaning some Nikes that we're going to do pretty well on. So that's exciting. These are great size too. Shoes are one of those things that I think people avoid picking up because they don't want to have to clean them and go through this. But the funny thing with shoes is that once you do clean them, the amount of money that you can make on cleaning shoes is like so crazy. I mean, I'd have to sell, 5 pairs of pants or something probably for the amount of money I'll be able to get just on these one pair of shoes. So I think it's worth it. Now, not all shoes are worth that much though. So when I like to kind of do a little Google Lens if I'm not sure, because if I had Google Lensed these and they were worth, $25, $30, like a lot of your basic Nikes are, then I would not be spending this much time. It would have been a quick little wipe down and we would have been good to go. But with something like this, I don't mind spending just a little bit extra time to make them look good. So let's take a look at that now and see how much better. Oh yeah, that looks great. That looks great. If you weren't convinced that you needed the electric shoe cleaner before, now you are convinced. Here's the other shoe. Look at the difference. Which one of those are you buying? Now, if I wanted to get even crazier, if I wanted to get street rat crazy, I could take my little acetone and I could get down in here and I could just clean up all of this. Now, be careful. Once you start the process, you get kind of stuck with it. So I'm just going to do a tiny little bit here so I don't get totally stuck. But you can get totally crazy and get in here and you can go nuts with it. I'm not going to do that, but you can if you want. Okay, other shoe is this one. Just scheduled my first show. All right, Snazzy Seconds in the house, you guys. So here we go. Snazzy Seconds. We are going to do this as a community. We got 20 people in here right now. Let's go. So we're going to all pop over to Snazzy Seconds. We're going to go to view profile, and she has just booked her first show. So she now has 2 bookmarks. You guys, let's get her up to at least 10. At least 10 today, right now. Snazzy Seconds. Let's freaking go. Let's get you up there. When you guys are done doing that, comment down below. And then Snazzy Seconds, just anyone that follows you, we just ask that you give them a follow back. And look at that, $5 starts at my first show. I love it. Ooh, you got an amazing tattoo as well. So yes, Snazzy Seconds, let's do it. Let's do it, you guys. Awesome Finds says, I was your first bookmark. Awesome Finds is so awesome. Katie's got you done. OMG, I can't. I'm going to cry. My heart is so soft for all this loving. Hey. We got you. That's what we do in this. Nice Comps crew, that's what we do. We are all about love and light, baby. Logan is here, and I'm always happy to see my friend Logan. You're so correct, and the ROI can be lucrative. Yeah, I mean, I probably spent $3 on these shoes. So the ROI on shoes is so crazy. I know it's the cleaning. So the cleaning is what I think deters people, which is why I always do preach these two. Grandma sneaker cleaner and a little electric cleaner. Let's rescue shoes from landfills. I also believe, and you guys can quote me on this, we're going to look back at this video a year from now, but here's what I think. So there's a lot of people that love, like, let's say Nikes, for instance. I need another bottle of this too. There's a lot of people that love Nikes, right? Sneakerheads. They like to collect Nikes. It's all that they wear. That is their thing. So here's the thing. with the tariffs and stuff that are happening, the getting imports on Nikes, which generally are made in China now, are going to get interesting. So you're going to have a lot of people looking for shoes on the secondary market. And so I think right now is a great time to get into selling shoes so that you can get those shoes listed, get some sales under your belt, learn how to clean them and stuff. Because if you are a mom and you're trying to get shoes for your kid, and your choice is to either get them a pair of used shoes for $60 or get them a pair of $140 shoes with a $30 tariff, are you going to get those shoes, or are you going to go on the bay and get those? Now, the kids are going to fight with them at first, and the mom's going to say, you have to get them. And the kids are going to say, I don't really want them. And there's going to be all this distension. And then all of a sudden, it's just going to be totally normalized for people to be getting shoes secondhand. It'll just become something that's normal. Like, okay, for instance, when I was a teenager, you did not go to the thrift store. I mean, we did because I grew up poor, but you did not, you were not getting caught at the thrift store. You were shopping at all the places my mom couldn't afford. So you were shopping at the Gap, you were shopping at, Nordstrom's used to have this thing inside of it called the Cube. I'm showing my age, but at the Cube, you could get stuff. You were shopping at, we were shopping at thrift stores, and everybody else was going to the fancy places, whether that be Abercrombie or whatever, right? So but back in the day, you didn't do that. Does anyone remember these days? Going to the thrift store was not something you did. Now you've got kids that don't want to even go shopping at the mall. They want to literally go shopping for back to school clothes, and they want to get thrifted vintage. So back in the day, thrifted vintage, I had to hide the fact that we went to St. Vincent de Paul's for stuff. And so now that's changed because it's become normalized. And the same thing will happen with shoes. It won't just be your sneakerheads that are looking for shoes, or people that are looking for Brooks to go running because they don't want to buy them new, or people that want to get a pair of cowboy boots because they run through them so fast. It's not going to just be about practicality. It will just become a way of life. Now, you guys can quote me on this, and we're going to look back at this video, and we're going to see if I'm right. Just like in January, I said, please start getting emo stuff because emo is going to make a comeback. And everyone's like, really? I don't think emo's going to make a comeback. And lo and behold, it's literally back, emo and indie sleeves. So I think I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about it. I'm wrong about at least 5 things every day. But I just have a feeling that it is going to, that's going to be the case. So, and if you guys are leaving comments or anything, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just knee deep in a pair of Nikes right now. So we're going to get this all cleaned up here. So I think if you guys can get used to cleaning shoes, it does have such a great investment return. And there's a lot of big sellers out there that make a lot of money just selling shoes. I look at like Ethan Banks. He does just shoes and he does really well, young kid. There's a gal I follow over on Instagram, and I literally forget her freaking name every time for some reason. And she does just shoes, and I'm always looking at her stuff to figure out, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. And so I'm always looking at her to be like, okay, what is she buying? What seems to be popular? What's selling right now? So that's what I think anyways. That is my prediction. And like I said, I could be wrong. But that is what I predict is it's going to become way more normalized. All right. What do we miss here? What do we miss? Meg says, I vividly remember this. I know. Meg and I, we know all about that. I was looking at your Amazon list, great list, but the heat tool used for it must have missed that part. The heat tool. This one here. You're talking about this. Right here. So, do we have anything in here? I don't have the right kind of shoes for this right now, but when you see a pair of Brooks, or you see a pair of Hokas, or you see On Clouds, or you see Asics, or you see a lot of like running Nike shoes, not necessarily like just these ones with this kind of stuff, but they'll have creases right here. Like all up and through here, you'll have pressure creases. So what you do with the heat gun is you take the heat gun and you just put it on a really low temperature and you just put it over the area. And then you wait about 20 seconds and all of those creases will go away. So your shoes will not look like they're used and scrunched down. It'll pop all of that up. So I use it for that. I also use it to remove stickers off of items. You can use a blow dryer for that. It just takes a long time. So I prefer the heat gun because it works like that. It works so fast. And those crease things in the shoes are clutch. Let me show you like a pair that I did. Oh, we just sold a shirt. Let me take a look here. Let me find a pair of shoes. So these ones, I just listed these ones. So here on these shoes down here, there was a ton of creases. They're called pressure creases for people running on. You guys know what I'm talking about. They're all little creases here. It's really hard to sell shoes when they got the creases because they look really used. So all I did, and we did this on stream together the other day, is I just heated that section up. The foam re-expands and makes it so that the shoe looks newer. So that's what I use it for. You are so welcome. Happy to help. Infinity Co, welcome in. Collector's items for you. What a great name. Welcome to the adventure. Do you have a bolo list? If not, you should make one. I should make a bolo list. I don't have a bolo list. You know who does have a bolo list? You know who does have a bolo list? There is a bolo list on here. If you guys don't have this guide, I'm not going to go over it too much because we just talked about it a lot this week, but I will go over it real quick. So this is a gal. Her name is Laura. This is not my guide. She created this. But it is a guide on how to basically be a reseller from day one until day of success. This is how I learned how to resell. And it's not expensive. You get in a free Facebook group. There's 67 pages of start to finish. In there, she has a bolo has a bolo page. So that's a great place for a bolo too. So if you guys don't have the guide, get it. But you know, I probably should. That's something I've thought about doing. And I just, you know, I get to stuff when I get to stuff. Vertical for Vertiborn City. What are you doing? Great to see you in here. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. Crocs. Crocs would work for that too. Yes, Katie, that's a great point. So if you got a pair of Crocs that has like, I don't wear Crocs, but I wear a brand called Telex. These ones don't get pressure cracks, which is one of the reasons I wear these. But Telex or Crocs get those lines, those pressure lines. All you got to do is heat it up and it will pop that back out. I prefer the Telex myself, but that is a personal choice. So, Shar, you've unlocked you're pretty great because you're pretty great. Coley! There's my lady. Black Sheepy! Did you get your bracelet? You got to put it on so we're both wearing friendship bracelets together. Put your bracelet on so we can be friends and we can feel the power of friendship. That's okay. Hey, Coley. A little late, but worth the wait. Oh, good. Black Sheepy and I've got our friendship bracelets on. We are. We're friends forever now. I love it. Do I have any of those left? I think, we've only got 2. Here, I'll pin these. We got 2 of these left. If anyone wants to get a friendship bracelet, I pick one out specially for you according to what colors I think you'll like. Jarhead, yours is getting shipped out today. So I got 2 of these left. Black Sheepy's getting another one. Yay. All right, we got 1 left. 1 friendship bracelet left, and then that is it. Data! Yay! All right, we're sold out of friendship bracelets. Sorry, guys. These are so fun. I don't know. They bring me joy. What's great about these two is check this out. You can take them off, and then you can put them on and tighten, and they fit little wrists and adult wrists. Meg says, I just ordered the scrubber and clean feet for shoes. Yes! Meg, I'm going to turn you into a shoe salesman. It is really nice, isn't it? I know the colors are really great on these too. So yeah, I'm so happy you like it. Moneybags Resell, welcome back in, babe. Great to see you. Oh, I'm so happy you like it. Yay! Well, you know, Black Sheepy, we're already BFFs because you got a pirate thing going on, right? Yarr, you be a scurvy cur. I mean, I have an unhealthy obsession with pirates, literally. Okay, so we're gonna get these photographed. So look at how much better that looks. This one I am gonna hit with the a little bit of the acetone just because it's got a couple yuckies on there, but a couple of yucks. We're gonna get those off there just for nothing else, just so it'll look good in the photo. So now, if these were like $400 shoes, I might spend the time to really whiten all that, but I mean, time is money. We're not going to do that. Okay, so we're going to get a picture of the care tag of these first, and then we will get a picture of our, hey, honey, you're doing shipping today, right? Okay, let me pick out the friendship bracelets. Don't forget. And then I also, somebody did pick your patches, so I got to do pick your patches too. All right. There is that. Perfect. Okay. Not perfect. Not perfect. We want perfect. I want to be able to really see that. So there we go. Why is this not auto focusing? Why are you not auto focusing? Oh, we did this. We figured out how to fix it last week, and now I can't remember. So my phone's doing the thing again where it won't autofocus onto the words because the little flower's gone, but the flower isn't there. And so we fixed this. Meg, I think you were on here last week when we fixed this, and now I can't remember how we did it. Now I can't remember how we did the auto focus fixing thing. Let me take a look here. Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember how we did this? Oh my gosh. Can you show the lace thing again? Yes, I can. You got it. I can't remember. Was it the amount of magnification at the bottom? No, I don't think it was the magnification. Let's see. That's off. So we went through all those last time. How did we fix that last time? Do you guys remember? It's like it just goes away for some reason, and then I can't remember how to get it back. So we're going to try it again. Let's go. Let's clear out of the thing. I can't remember how we fixed it. This is what happens: is we fix things, and then I can't remember how we fixed it. Let's try it again and see if it'll focus. There we go. It's back. There we go. It's back. So that's the same thing as last time. It just did it. Oh my gosh, Black Sheepy, what did you get? Black Sheepy, what did you get? What did I miss? Oh, you got a sticker. You got our OG, the original. Yes, amazing. Yeah, we got some of these in. So I had a whole bunch of people ask for them. And then I had more people ask about the blue ones again, and we're sold out of those. I'll have to get some more of those too. So Black Sheepy, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. All that little bit really does help. Like, it really, really, really does. So yeah, I don't know how we fixed it, but we fixed it again. So the lace thing, yes, I will show the lace thing again. Let me get this in here. Clean it out. We're going to get all the skin cells out. We're going to get, okay, this is where my brain goes. All right, everybody's brain, this is how my brain thinks. Meg is probably like right here. Snap, if you're watching this, you're thinking this too. Whenever I'm doing this, I constantly think to myself, if someone came in here and murdered me, there's no way to catch the killer because the amount of DNA that is in this room alone from humans would be exponential. I mean, it's got to be more than a motel. Because if you think about all the clothes I have in the garage, the inventory room, this room, like the amount of skin cells, and then on the flip side of the coin, if I was a psychopath and I went and did murders, I mean, the amount of skin cells I could put on me and leave misdirections at crime scenes would be impeccably huge. Does anyone else think about these weird things like me? Tell me I'm not the only one. Oh my God, everyone in here is terrified of what I just said, and that's okay. That's okay. I've been known to be a terrifying person from time to time. These are the things I think of at 4 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep. Like, I wonder how many how much DNA is in here. What's that, babe?
Just you.
It's just me. It's because I watch an unhealthy amount of true crime. So I'll turn on the TV in the morning when I have my yogurt and my banana. I got the TV going. Justin will walk in the room and it's literally like, she was found on the side of the creek and her eyelashes were missing. And he's like, oh, wife's awake. We're already solving criminal murders at 8 o'clock in the morning. Wife's up. The family thinks I'm crazy because I'm the same. All right, well, welcome to how this is now I can't understand. I'm telling you. What is wrong with our brains? My daughter and I talk like that. We both listen to true crime. Now I can't unhear this and I want to puke my resale room. Dana, I'm so sorry. Dana, there is no DNA in your room. Your room is perfectly clean and sealed. There is nothing in there and it is hermetically perfect. There is not one speck of anything in there. It's perfectly clean. Perfectly clean. It's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with it. It is not disgusting. It's impeccable. How's that? Was that believable? How'd we do? All right, we're sticking these in there and we're going to get pictures. And then FunFit had a request for the shoelaces, so we will go ahead and do that again. So if you guys missed the how to do a factory knot for selling your shoes, this is the time to check that out. So let's get this here And then if you want to swap your screen, you can just click swap, and then that way you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Okay, so here is this. Let me go up a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so here is our shoe, right? We want to get that factory lace. Got a little dust here. By the way, this little thing here, great for getting rid of dust. Okay, so once we get that there, let's make the shoelaces look all handsome. Come on, handsome. Let's make you look handsome. So there we go. Okay, so we take the shoelaces, and this goes for round shoelaces, flat shoelaces, all of it. Awesome says I'm living in denial. Yep. Dana, your car is hermetically sealed. Your car is perfect. There's no DNA. It's wonderful. Mary says, I can't say I don't think of those things. I do have over 20 security cameras after listening to too many crime shows. Dude, I think podcasts have single-handedly helped Ring doorbells become a billion-dollar company. Okay, so here is this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to tie that first one as if you were tying a regular pair of shoes. So just like regular, just doing your regular thing. Then you're going to take the laces, bring them together. Now, if these were not round, they'd be, if they were flat, you just want them to be flat. You're going to take your fingers here. You're going to slide them over the top of the lace, hold on to it. Then you're going to, with your thumb, then you're going to bring this back around the back. So it's going to look like that. Then you're going to take your fingers and you're just going to slip it right through there. So that is what it looks like. And that is a factory knot. That's it. Now, if you're doing it the other way, you can do it from the other angle too. You don't have to do these from, looking at it. If this is in your lap and you want to do it backwards, you can do that too. Let's get rid of the dusties, make him look handsome. Okay. So same thing here. If you're doing it backwards, let me go up here and then we'll angle a little bit. There we go. So if you're doing it from this direction, then you would do the same thing. So you're just tying it like you would regularly tie a lace, and then take your fingers. The only difference is you're just going to put it this direction, right? You're going to do that. You're going to go back around and loop through. So same thing either way. Boom. Factory knot. That's it. That's how we do it. And you got to look at a very dirty painting towel while we did that. That doesn't have anybody's DNA on it. And my coffee is not looking disgusting. Everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. Meg with the tip. Oh my Lord. Meg with the $5 of generosity. Thank you so much, Meg. Oh my God. I appreciate you. Guys, so this is my friend Meg that I was talking about earlier. If you guys are trying to find a place to source, if you're a reseller and you're trying to find stuff to source, really good quality stuff at crazy good little prices, Meg is funny. Her pricing's great. Her stuff is wonderful. She's so good too, you guys. She'll even call out if there's like one speck. If there is one speck somewhere of like a tiny little like speck of something, she'll make sure she calls it out. Like she's really good about it. So what night tomorrow night? Mix of clothing and other fun stuff. Oh Lord. Uh-oh, Meg's doing another show, honey. He's like, hide the credit card. Irishman, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing so great today. I colored my hair green just for you. Thanks again for the tip, Meg. I appreciate you. That's amazing. That makes me feel so good and loved and all that good stuff. All right, so we're going to get our shoes. This one still has, that's got a little dirt there. Let's get that off there. Let's get that off there. Yeah, make sure you guys give Meg bookmarks. I can't recommend her enough. If I was a selfish kind of person, I wouldn't recommend her because I love to source out of her shows, but I am not. I like to lead with generosity. And so I'm leading with generosity and just saying to go to her shows because they are amazing. And she's funny. And you're going to get thanked by a creepy doll. What more could a person ask for than that, right? What more could you ask for than getting love and being told I love you by a creepy doll whose mouth looks like, I don't even know what her mouth looks like. It's like majorly contorted. Agnes has a real mouth on her, Meg. I'm telling you. All right, I'm just getting rid of all the little, there's goobery things. I'm trying to be delicate because we don't want to ruin the shoes here. Yeah, she is a little devil. She's got personality for sure. Meg, totally curious questions. I don't think I've ever asked you this before. Where did you find Agnes? Was she just left on your doorstep one day? Or did you actually buy her somewhere? Or did someone give her to you? Did someone bestow that beast upon you? I am very curious about that. All right, look at those. Look at how nice that looks. That's going to be a great picture. Oh, I know it disturbs me daily. Dana says, just pulled up to my rental clean who left an Annabelle doll on the bed. So I'm not feeling this creepy doll vibe. Oh my God, that's crazy. What are the chances of that would happen right as we are talking about this? This shoe does not want to go on here. That's so funny. Yeah. Normally I like the action shot, but that shoe does not want to go up there. So that's fine. We will let him just be. Agnes found me at Goodwill one day. She followed me home. I mean, that makes sense because she's an insane nightmare. So that absolutely makes sense. Do not like the odds here. Send help. Oh my gosh, poor Dana. You guys, everybody send some love to Dana. She's dealing with a crazy Annabelle doll. Dana, if you go missing and you end up on a documentary, we're gonna know. Oh, the fronts of those are super dirty. We're gonna know. We're gonna have to call the authorities and be like, "All right, we know what happened to her. There was this Annabelle doll. There we go. Some good luck." We heard it here first. We heard it here first, you guys. Watch out because Dana is in a precarious situation. Dana, are you safe? We just need to know if you're safe. Oh my goodness, you guys, we're so random. Are we not the most random group of eclectic individuals you've ever seen? All right, that's better. We clean that tip of that shoe because that was looking skunky. So far, so good. Okay, yeah. Make sure you check back in with us. Let us know that you're okay. You know, don't turn your back. That's the rule that Meg taught me with Agnes. You don't turn your back on her. Whatever you do, don't turn your back on her. Don't go Blair Witch and stand in the corner or anything like that. So we want Dana to be safe. All right, there is that. And then does anybody else have any shows coming up? Do you guys have any shows coming up that you want to shout out so that we can make sure we get you bookmarked? You got anybody in here with any other shows going on coming up here anytime soon? Okay, let's get the fronts of these. That looks much better. So again, this is way more time than I usually spend on shoes, but we are hanging out. And also, I want to make sure that these are nice because I really do think that we're going to get a good penny for these. I think we'll probably be able to get in this size, we may be looking at like 180, 200 bucks. So want to make sure we get them good. We get them goods. I just ordered a PayPal debit to manage my sourcing funds. That's a great idea. Awesome Finds. Awesome. Do you have Nifty? I think you do. I think you have Nifty because they have a whole expense area in Nifty too, so that you can keep track of stuff in there if that's where you want to keep track of stuff. All right, there's that. Okay, we peeled so this had our Goo Gone on it. So yep, look at that. Every time it takes it off. Love that. So this had paint on it. So see that paint? That's actual paint. Like literal paint right there. So I put that little Goo Gone square on there. And now we're just using the paper towel and we're going to scrape that off. And we're hoping it's going to come off of this one too. It came off that front one. We may have to soak this. This one's a little bit worse than the other one. So we may have to soak this one a little bit more, but it's coming up. It's coming up, you guys. Oh, here it comes. There's also this weird, this is going to sound so bananas, but there is this weird satisfaction I get when I clean something and it's like all of a sudden like perfectly back to like good and clean again. Does anybody else get that? Like, I think maybe that's why I like vintage clothes so much too, is when I'm able to like fix something. And I know we all want profits, not projects, but sometimes if you get something, there's just this weird, like sickeningly satisfying feeling about being able to like get something to look back to what it was, especially if it's worth money. I have no idea what these shoes are worth, but they're certainly going to sell for more than if they've got two gigantic paint marks smeared along the side of it. They're not going to sell for much if we do that. So, oh yeah, this is great, guys. This is great. This is great. Yes, but I have, oh, there's a small plan. So in your plan though, is there a place for it? If you go to, dashboard, and then there's a scroll bar and it should say like inventory, expenses, and insights. You can track your expenses in there as well. And then your insights will tell you how much you're making, and then how much you're spending in fees and stuff too. So it's a great little thing, and it's like super user friendly, like to use. So, oh my gosh, this is so different, you guys. This looks so stinking good. Terry, welcome in. Okay, Awesome Finds has got her shows up here, you guys, too. Shows on Thursdays, women's small to 3X, Cantha quilts, which I had to look up what Cantha quilts were the first time she wrote that because I didn't know. Boho jewelry, men's youth, road to 1K, baby. Also doing my first new sellers unite chat show on Friday. That's amazing. So if you guys are a newer seller or you know a new seller, invite them into Awesome Finds, because that way it's always nice when new sellers kind of talk to each other, and they get to, you guys get to swap information and all that kind of stuff too. I love that. That's amazing. So we used that little bit, you guys. We took it, we stuck a little Goo Gone on it, we put a little paper towel, we let that sit for what, about 15 minutes. Look at that. Look at that. Can you even? Ugh, loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. What's our guesses on these shoes? What they're worth guess? Does anybody have any guesses on these ones? Any guesses on these gold ones? I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. Should we find out how much these are worth? So these are a Super Bowl 50 shoe. This is in a men's 9, which is not the most ideal size. I usually like 10s. 10s to like 12s is like the best. But let's take a look. Let's see. Awesome says $100. We're gonna find out. Mary says fabrics and seways notation, and my Thursday morning shows at 7:55 a.m. quilting stuff and etc. That's wonderful. If you guys are into anything like fabric or sewing, or you just want to support Mary, she's right there. Just go ahead and give her a follow and a bookmark for sure. Question: do you use certain spreadsheet or program for accounting purposes? We're just using Nifty, Katie. So Justin does. He has like we do have QuickBooks like for taxes and stuff like that, but we just have like Nifty for most everything else. It keeps track of most of the stuff for us. We do keep track of how much we spend on sourcing every month, just on like a running tally total thing, just so we know, so we don't actually overspend, which usually technically always happens. But that's pretty much all we're doing. We like to keep it really simple. So simple is easy. Simple and easy. All right, so these shoes are worth the following. It looks like we're going to get, let's see, we got a pair for 121, a pair for 325, but that's with a box. 505 with a box. It's all over the place. 126 bucks, $100, $100, $100, $300, $100, $100, 85 bucks. I bet you in this size we'll probably get like $80 to $90 for these ones right here. So not too shabby. Now the shoelaces in these are definitely a bit gross. Let me take a look here. I may want to clean these. I think I'm going to clean these. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the laces. Well, let me see what they look like. I'm deciding. Give me a second here. Because they're not white. Yeah, I think I probably should. I think I'm going to, oh man, these are like way hard to get out. Nope, never mind. Too much work. Don't do it, Charity. Profits, not projects. Mark them down by $5 and sell them with the dirty laces. You got it, Charity. Sounds good. Okay, so I'm going to get them in here. We're going to get a picture of this tag first. And for those of you that have not seen how I do this, oh, whoops, my lens was covered. Well, that's not going to work. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, we're going to get them in here. So 0.5 on your camera. And then you just pop them inside, and then you get a picture of them that way. And that is how we do it, and that is how we make the monies, honey. Oh, come on. Come on, fingers. Why won't my fingers do what they're supposed to do? You can put your fingers to it. Put your fingers to it. Don't stop, get it. Don't stop, get it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. There we go. Boom. There it is. Got you. Oh, hello, honeybee. Hi, sweetheart. Did you come to investigate what mom is doing? Did you come to see what's going on up in the room? Okay, so once we do that, now we're gonna get a picture of the insides here. And let's take a look and see how these look. Perfect. Done. Boom. Amazing. Oh, they're on a dirty towel though. Let's not do that because that's disgusting. Nobody wants to see a dirty towel in the picture, right? I don't know. Maybe there is someone. There's probably some freak out there that would want them just because the towel is dirty. They're like, excuse me, can you wear these shoes before you sell them to me? And you're like, nope, I'm good. And you need to see a therapist. All right. So there's that. Ugh, she's so judgy, honey. She's so judgy. All right. Getting in there. Get in there. Stop being difficult. All right. Morgan, welcome in. Smiles, welcome in. Morgan and Smiles were like, we just came into the weirdest live. We don't even know what this freaky girl's talking about. She's got crazy green hair. She's judging everybody, and the fact that people with that want you to take pictures and wear the shoes before you sell them to them need probably to go to therapy. I'm just saying that. So thanks so much, Raze. Welcome in, joining through. Thanks, Thrifty. Thanks so much for you're always so good about that. Thrifty, I want to honor Thrifty ATX girl for a second. She is so great about sharing our stream. She always has so many people come in here and hang out from her shared stream. So I really appreciate you. I just want you to know that. I see you. I appreciate you. I love you to pieces. I think that you're just such a cool person. You are a cool human. You are a great and wonderful human. Or as the Ferengi would say on Star Trek, you are a great human. All right, there's that. And there's that. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't worry about the shoelaces. They're not dirty enough for me to like freak out about. And it would take so much time. So much unnecessary time to do that because these laces are like really weird. They've got like shiny ends that are like impossible to get through. A little hole here. Come on. And then of course someone had to lace it all weird. Why'd you gotta lace it weird? Oh my gosh. Oh, dog fight. Honey, dog fight. They're pissed. Did they get lunch yet, honey? Justin! I think I'm being ignored. Oh my God, what is happening here with this freaking shoelace? Lord, there we go. Okay, 13 over 50. Welcome in, my love. Okay, here we go. We're going to get these shoes photographed here. So we got our little thing. We're going to do our factory knot that we always do because it helps us to sell more shoes. Sell more shoes, sell more shoes, sell more shoes. It helps us. All right, there's that. Perfect. Bing, bang, bong, done. Okay, let's get this for the action shot. There is that, and there is that. Perfect. So it took a little more time to do these Nikes than I normally like to get on shoes. However, we are going to clean up this morning when we get these listed because, let's see, we probably have, what do we got? What do we think of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably $700 worth of Nikes right here. So I do not mind taking just a little bit of extra time on those because I may not be able to get my 30 listings up because I gotta like take all this time on all this stuff. However, just the mere fact that I'm able to get that much money and revenue stuff listed, I'm happy with. So there's that. Let's get a picture of the insides here. And perfect. And then we'll get a picture of the bottoms. These ones needed a lot of love, so we had to get that gum off the bottom. But hey, I will take getting gum off the bottom of a pair of shoes any day if it means I'm going to make a couple $100 on a pair of shoes. I am down. Can you show me that acrylic angle thing? Yes. So these here, I don't even know what these are typically for. Oh, Mary got the master keywords list. Mary, if you want to get that list today and you don't want to have to wait for me to send you the QR code in the mail, just message me here on Whatnot. Just send me your Gmail address and on here on Whatnot in messages, and I'll get that out to you today. So thanks so much for getting that. I hope that it helps you out. We sell items because we use our keywords list. That's how we sell things. That's how I'm going to sell all of these streetwear, street style, hip hop, rap, university, academia, frat, football, all of the things, NFL, team, all the things is how we're going to sell this is those keywords. So I appreciate you. Yeah, just send us over a message, Mary. And that keywords list too is always evolving. So Justin and I update it usually every couple weeks. So you'll get you'll get an email every time we update it that says like, hey, we've got a new aesthetic out there, or we've got some new keywords for you to use. We also had our amazing friend, Green Thrifty, went in. Now all the links are clickable, so you can actually open up to see what the aesthetic looks like, and then you can just copy and paste those keywords into your descriptions. So awesome. I'm really happy you got that. Yes, so these things here, I don't even know what these are typically for. It may be a shoe thing. If you go into our list here, they should be in here. And I literally use this every single day. I don't use it for just shoes either. I use this for everything. So I use these for books. I use these for belt buckles. I turn them around and prop this in against the wall and use this to put things up against. Like if something's going to fall, I'll put it there. So these are great. And I think you get 4 of them too. They're not expensive. I love these things. Like I said, I can't remember what they're supposed to be for. Maybe it is shoes, but I just use it for so much stuff. So what was the value I missed? What was the value you missed? What was the value you missed? What was the value you missed? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Awesome. Are you using OBS? No. Valeria, I have this one here, this down below one that I'm wiggling. This is on a second account, on a different account, and I invite this account in as a co-host to co-host with me. The key is to make sure that this device right here that I'm wiggling is connected to a Bluetooth device in a separate room so you don't get feedback. Katie says, just switch to Nifty. Thanks for your recommendation. You're welcome. Loving it so far. So much faster to list and cross list. You know, it's interesting because people that don't have Nifty yet don't realize how much faster it is. And then once you get it and you start using it, you're literally like, oh my God. And then you feel like you were living in dinosaur ages, how you were doing it before. Because I used to do like all of the manual stuff. I didn't do any sort of like help with that. And now I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe how different it is. Exactly what I needed. I have no clue about some keywords. Yeah, every aesthetic you can think of, Mary, is in those keywords, or at least any of the aesthetics that are in the mainstream right now. I am a super aesthetic seller because I sell a lot of vintage stuff. So I had to learn how to aesthetically describe things because nobody knows a lot of vintage brands. Brands are irrelevant in the world of vintage or anything. And especially like with women's clothes too, because there's so many women's brands out there between vintage and modern that it's so easy for your listings and stuff to just get like suppressed down. So now it's the keywords. And I think it was Green Thrifty actually that put up a really nice video the other day. I think it was either on Instagram or TikTok. I can't remember, but she was like, thank you so much, Charity, for the keywords. She's like, I had a skirt that hadn't sold in like I don't even know how many months. Yay, Katie, master keywords list. Said I have a skirt that hasn't sold in so many months. It's been literally in my closet forever. She said I put keywords from the master keywords list in there and it sold in 24 hours. She goes, oh my God, how does it work like that? I'm like, because that's how the search engine finds things now, is by keywords. They talked a lot about it at the eBay Open last week. It's all about AI and it's all about the keywords. So Katie, if you want to get that keywords list today, all you got to do is message me here on Whatnot. Shoot me over a message with your Gmail and Justin will make sure he gets that to you today. There's instructions in there on how to use it, where to place it, clickable links. All the stuff you guys need is in there. So yeah. Oh, the value of these gold ones. I think we're probably, what did we say, you guys? I think we were looking at probably like $100 maybe. Is that what we decided? Somewhere around 100? I can't remember now. I literally don't even remember. Yeah, 126, 100. There's a pair for 300, but that's obtuse. Yeah, I think we'll probably get about $100 for these. Yeah, I was a listing machine this weekend. Yeah, Katie. And you guys can take those keywords too and go back through your old listings too and pop some of those in there and see if it helps to kind of get some of that older inventory moving. Yeah, I know. I'm super excited. Yeah, good. Fantastic. Love it. Okay. All right. We've got this here and we did those. We do everything. Yes, we did everything. Okay. So we're going to get these out of here. And there's that. And then there is this. Oh, boom. Done. Hey. Hi, sweetheart. Uh-oh. You choking? Uh-oh. Daddy. Collapsing trachea. Justin. Collapsing trachea on the girl. We've got, if you guys have ever seen a Chihuahua, they have collapsible tracheas. She's a Chihuahua rat terrier blend. Their tracheas stick together and they go, and it sounds insane. The first time it ever happened with my old dog Shorty, I was like, oh, I thought he was dying. But then I found an old YouTube video. Thank you, YouTube. And it taught me how to fix it. So just welcome in. Just Jay, welcome in. All right, what else do we got going on here? Oh, we've got the shoe soaking. Let's get that one out. So we've got this shoe soaking, and then we can get the other one soaking. So this one just had like so much grossness on the bottom of it. So all we did was take it, we soak it in a bucket, which is a little bit of water on a flat bucket, and then all of that stuff in there will help loosen up so that I don't have to pick it out. So we just put that in there, and then let's take a look at this one. Now, all of this should come out pretty easy. I can't imagine it's going to be too much work now. So it should just kind of all slide off, unless it's like asphalt or tar. Yeah, there we go. It just kind of comes off. You just can kind of take a little tool here, and we'll do a little scraping. Don't pay attention to the bottom here if you don't want to be grossed out by shoes, but some people like to watch this, so we just put it in here. So here's that, and this just literally is going to lift all of this, and then we're going to take and do our little scrubber brusher. And the reason I'm not hitting it with a scrub brush immediately is because if you do that, it'll just fling stuff all over your room. So unless you want other people's shoe, whatever this is down here on there, there is just this, I know this sounds so weird, but it is like an ASMR. There is this weird, amazing feeling of getting this stuff out of the bottom of shoes. I don't know why I like it. I don't know why picking pimples is fun. I don't understand any of it, but there is this weird thing that feels like so good about getting these things out here. Is that strange? Am I just a super weirdo? I mean, maybe I need a therapist about that or something. Who knows? We need to work that on in therapy. Why does Charity like to pick stuff out of shoes? Why does she get so excited if she sees a zit? Who knows? But she does. All right. So once we get all that out, Katie says I'm the same way. Are you cleaning for resale? Yeah, I'm cleaning for resale, Jess. Kelly, welcome in. Does Nifty also cross list to whatnot? That's the only thing it doesn't do yet. So Neha, that created Nifty, is working really hard to get the master key to be able to partner this up with Nifty. I think what happened, and I don't know this for a fact, but this is my sneaking suspicion. I feel like what happened was Vendu approached Whatnot first and probably got some sort of contract, and that is why they are the only ones that have that. So I don't know if they're waiting for the contract to be up or whatnot. Vendu is something that I used to have Vendu, and I just had so much problems with Vendu that we switched over to Nifty. And even though it's not for whatnot, I would never go back. Like Nifty is the best one, and I think all the big top sellers will agree with that. So if you guys want to check it out, let me send you this. If you go through this link here, you will get you'll get to try it for free. So if you guys want to just check it out, you get to try it. If you go through here, through mine, if you go through another reseller's link, because they don't advertise, they only advertise from other resellers helping each other. So if you go through this one here, you get 7 days free, and then you get 15% off your first month. That's what we did. We went through somebody else's account and did it that way. And then that way you can just check it out. There's different plans. I mean, I can't say enough things about Nifty. I would not be paying my mortgage if it wasn't for Nifty. And that's like legit true statement. So yeah, cool. What are those? These shoes, these are, we're not sure, but we found out they're worth some good money, but we're not sure what they are. I just buy things at garage sales and then we clean them and put them in here. Bam Power Comics, welcome in. Kind Smiles, welcome in. Dremlin, welcome in. Jake is here. Toya, welcome in. Izzy, great to see you. Did I get a raid or something here? Did I miss a raid? You guys, y'all know I'm so bad about that. Good gravy. Get your life together, Charity. Izzy, welcome in. Heart Centered says, I think the Vendu contract, if it's in place, is even stronger. There was a big push again. Interesting. Yeah. Brick Braden, welcome in. Tina is here. Avia, Lee is here. Big J. Olga's here. Japester. Hold them up. Yes, here you go. Here we go. Holding these up. We've been cleaning some crazy Nikes today. It has been, we've found, I think these are like, what year were these? Were these like the I don't even remember. I don't know nothing about these. 20 somethings. Oh my God, I can't even see. Who knows? I tried Vendu, but didn't care for it. Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of the word on the street. I think that's the word on the street. We had Vendu, and I was a huge advocate for Vendu when it first started. Oh yeah, I'll use Google Lens on it. Oh yeah, for sure. We're just cleaning right now. I'm not listing right now. We're just cleaning, and then we do pictures of it, and then I put it in Nifty, and then Nifty does all my listings. That's the other thing with Nifty. So Nifty does all of my listings. Yeah, Nifty is better. So all I do is I take pictures of everything. I put it in Nifty. Nifty AI makes the listings for me, so it will find the shoot. It'll find the model. It'll put all of that in for me, and then I just put in my keywords. I put in my price and my shipping profile, and I go live, and it lists it on the Bay, Poshi, Depop, and Mercari for me. I do, like, guys, I don't think you understand. I literally do little to no research now because I don't have to, because the Nifty AI finds everything for me. And it's just getting better and better. Every once in a great while, it'll say it's the wrong thing. Like, I had a Betsy Johnson bag that we did yesterday, and it thought it was a DKNY. But I just went in and I just, copied and changed it. So it doesn't take, it doesn't take much. So Nifty question, the AI wordy description, do you keep that? No. So here's what I do. We have it set to be like the least wordy as possible. Every once in a while, it gets a little crazy and out of control, and it'll be like, this incredible and astonishing cleaner by so-and-so. And I just go in and erase the fluff. But what we have it set to is we have it set so at the very bottom of your Nifty, where you can put, like, if you want keynotes, I think it's called footers, where your footers are. In our footers, we have all of our, like, please inspect it, blah, 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 blah. We have all of that, like, no returns, fast shipping, smoke-free home. So we have that put in there so we don't have to keep putting it in.
An example of one of our posts in the keywords list.
Oh, there's an example of one of our posts in the keywords list. So if you have that keywords list, you'll get to see how we do it. But I do omit some of that fluff. That fluff gets a little fluffy. It gets a little crazy. It's a little too much. So we have it set to the littlest amount, but you can take it all the way off if you want. I don't mind it sometimes because it does help me with stuff. Like the other day I was listing a women's shirt, and it was like these Dorman sleeves. And I was like, oh, that's a Dorman sleeve. Okay, now I know what that looks like. So sometimes it's nice because it kind of catches those little things that you may or may not have, that you may or may not know. And so I like it for that, but some of it gets a little too fluffy for me. So yeah, the AI wording is so crazy sometimes. I agree with Just. It gets like too insane where you're like, okay, that's so wordy that you're like, that sounds like, a nightmare. That's not real. But for the most part, it's been really nice to call things out too. Like it'll even, because I do like with shoes and stuff, I'll take a picture of the size tag. So it'll be like, created in 2015. This pair of Nike showcases the South Carolina such and such, and was a special limited release on this and that. And it's like, because I used to have to look all that stuff up, right? So back in the day, before I used the Nifty AI, I would literally go in and like find all that information out, right? So you have to research, all of that. And it's just too much work. Who wants to do all that? Ain't mama got no time for that. So AI is definitely teaching me the lingo. Yeah, absolutely. I'm becoming a fashionista. I love that, Jess. Peanut Sliver. Peanut Sliver. You would love my alarm every single morning of my life to wake up is Christmas time is here. I have it all year. Yep, he knows. All year long, I have that. All right, so we're going to rinse off the bottom of this in our little fancy bucket here, and then you will all get to see the beautiness of the bottom of this shoe, which is going to look so good. It's going to look amazing. It's going to look so good. It's going to look real great like I knew it always would. Then we're going to sell it on places like the Bay so we can pay our mortgage, and then we're going to slay. All right. Cozy, welcome in, Cozy. I like your name. Makes me feel cozy. Real Talk, welcome in. Grim's here, Simply's here. I'm going to buy what's posted. I'm going to buy what's posted. You're going to buy what's posted. What's posted? You want to buy something posted? All right, look at that. Look at that. Boom. Can I get a boom boom? Oh, you're going to do the 888. Here we go. We're going to pin this. There you go. You can buy that right now. It's $888,000. I know. It's a screaming deal. I'm telling you. She's just giving it all away. No, but on that post for 88, if you guys have not had the opportunity to ring that yet, so because I do a lot of these community shows, Whatnot does not push out that I am live because it knows I'm not doing like huge auction shows. And so if you do want to get notified when I'm live, make sure you ring my bell. Ring my bell. And if you ring that, then you'll get notified. Ooh, Justin with the song as well. We're getting crazy today. All right, and then I'm just going to clean the outside. That looks pretty good. So I've got my little just suede cleaner. So this is what I use to clean anything that's got suede or nubuck. This is what you want to use. And I just spray a little bit on here on my little boar bristle brush. And then we just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. It's like this and like that and like this and It's like that and like this and like that and It's like this and like that and like this and we're gonna chill to the next episode. All right, cleaning up. What in the world is that? Is that like I don't know if that's a dirt spot or that's an angry spot. But what I really like about this just suede is you can use it on all like the suede parts and the leather parts of Nikes, and then you don't have to worry that it's gonna damage it. So we are just spraying and we're cleaning and we're spraying and we're cleaning. It'll look a little dark when you're using it, but it will dry back to normal. It won't be like that. So once those dry, we now have a really, look at how beautiful those turned out. Electric cleaner for the win, you guys. Now you know why I preach about that electric cleaner, because the other shoe, this is what it looked like. That is what it looked like. Look at the difference. Disgusting. That's disgusting. Cleaner. Amazeballs. Incredible. Dana made it out alive. You guys, Dana was cleaning out a rental and somebody left a crazy Annabelle doll behind. But she made it out alive. I bet you that Meg's little friend, her assistant Agnes, probably helped you out. She helped you to not get attacked by the crazy monster. She helped you. Mama Bird, welcome to the party. Kairos here. Sunny is here. Carolina. Tiff. I hate creepy dolls, but they sure do sell. They do. There is a market. You guys, there is our friend Maurice, aka God. He has a saying that I've been adopting lately. I've just basically stolen it from him because I love it so much. And it's everything sells, nothing doesn't. Like literally everything in the world sells. Like who in here has sold some really crazy things in the past, whether it's on Whatnot or it's on a different site? Who has sold weird and crazy things in here? I mean, I know we have. We've sold some obscure stuff that I'm like, oh my God, somebody actually bought that. Like, it's just wild. Mary says me, Jess says me. He's right. Forks and spoons. What you doing, boo? Yeah. So when people say, oh, you can only this kind of stuff sells online, or only, it's like, no, that's not true. Literally, you can sell anything. You can sell anything. It's just a matter of finding the right buyer. You know, you need to make sure your title's good. You need to make sure your description's good. There's so Laura that taught us how to do this. This is the one that has the reseller guide that I always talk about. One of the things she talks about in her guide that really helped me in the beginning was mastering the art of the 4 P's, which is pictures, product, pretty words, and price. And what that means is you need to make sure your pictures are good. So light, bright, and out of sight. You need to make sure that your product is good, meaning that you're selling, the appropriate things on the appropriate places. But most importantly, that you're spending the right amount of money to get the item so that your buy cost or your cost of goods is low. And then so pictures, price. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by cleaning. And price. Are you pricing it correctly? Is what you're doing correct? Or are you trying to shoot for the moon and then you're telling everybody that reselling doesn't work because you have the incorrect pricing on your stuff. And then pretty words. And pretty words are not only important, they're crucial. And especially when it comes to like how we were talking about the master keywords list. So I know a lot of you guys have that. Some of you just got that. That master keywords list literally has over 500 words now. It's got like 37 or 38 aesthetics. It has everything you need in there for the search engine to find you. And then I get this question where people are like, well, how do you know that? How do you know how to do that? And my answer is because that's literally what I used to do. So before I did this, that's what I did. I did search engine optimization. I did keywords. I helped people learn how to get stuff for ad space. I helped people with their social media profiles. I did kind of everything in like the marketing world that you can think of, a little bit of all of that. And I just know how important keywords are, especially now because we're in a time where AI is literally advertising us everything. It's not so much about hashtags anymore as it is about, metrics. And we talk a lot about that on here, but the keywords are your pretty words. So if you've got, right price, right pictures, right product, and the right pretty words, literally anything will sell. I saw kind of I don't know if I should talk about this, but I will anyways. So I saw a post earlier. I got like a little bit annoyed by it, but I decided rather than being annoyed, I would try to just be helpful. So there was somebody I was following over on social media, and it's not someone I know. I don't even really know how I was following them. You just follow people that follow each other, so that's probably how I ended up at one time. But they were talking about how if they had a post up that was just kind of upsetting to me, and it said, if you're thinking about reselling now and getting started today, don't, is what the post said. And then it went on to talk about how they weren't making any money reselling, that their sales are down. They've been selling for years and that their sales are down and they're not making any money and this, and that, and the other. And it was just like this whole post of like fear. And it just kind of made me actually a little bit upset, if I'm being completely honest about it, because I think that's so insanely untrue. I don't think there's ever been a better time to resell than right now, because we've got people that can't afford anything, right? People can't afford to go buy a $400 pair of shoes. That's not real, and that's not how it is for most people. Now, I'm not saying everybody. There's ballers out there, but I'm saying the average person can't afford to go buy $400 shoes, but they can afford to buy $150 or $200 shoes online. And so I made a comment and just, I actually invited them to come watch here. So maybe they're here. I don't know. But I said, come on over. If you're having a hard time, come over and let's help you. Because I just hated seeing someone trying to dissuade somebody from doing this, because I think this is such a great business. Guys, I don't make any money by telling you all that you should be resellers. I am not getting a portion of your profits. I'm not getting any of that. This is just my honest opinion. I think we are headed for trouble with the tariffs and all the other stuff that's going on in our world. I think it's become a very expensive place, which most of us are priced out of. At least I know we are. And so we buy stuff secondhand. And one, it feels good because it's out of landfills, but two, we can afford it. And I think that we're going to see that happening more and more and more. So if you're having a hard time with your reselling business, sometimes it's easier to blame the economy, or it's easier to blame other things. And sometimes it's just maybe that we're not taking responsibility for our own businesses. And so if you are having a hard time out there, and this is just for me to you as a human being, if you are having a hard time out there and you're not sure what to do, and you feel like your business is not growing, when you look at your listings, ask yourself those 4 P's. So the first one is product. Is what I'm selling something that I just think is cool, or is this something that's actually going to sell? And if so, am I paying the okay price for it? Again, anything will sell. Some things just take longer than other things. But if I'm going to sell this pair of Nikes and I'm hoping to sell these for $100, and I invest $50 or $60 into it or something crazy, and then I get upset because they don't sell immediately, that's not on the market. That's on me. I picked the wrong product because it wasn't the right price. Number 2, price. Get competitive. I underprice my listings on every single platform by $1. So if someone is selling these shoes for $120, I will sell them for $119. And I will beat out the market, because people sort, especially on eBay, they sort from price from low to high. And so that'll be my first listing, right? It will be the one they see because my price is lower than the other people's there. So price. Number 3 is your pictures. What do your pictures look like? Is your background janky? Is your background super busy? Is it super dark in the room? Does it, and guys, I'm not saying it has to be perfectly professional. We literally just have, this is a wall. This is just a wall that I painted with some gray paint. It doesn't have to be anything super fancy. You don't have to spend $1 million on a setup or anything like that. It can just be anything that is going to work for you. But make it clean, make it clear. Get your pictures to look bright. Like if I show you guys my photos here, they're going to look bright, right? They're close up. They look bright. There's brightness to the photos. You can see all the angles. Things aren't cut off. You can see everything, right? And if you're like, well, I don't really have the money for bright lighting. Guys, you can use the jankiest lighting as long as it's cool settings if that's what you need to get started with. When I first started doing this, I had an overhead shop light that was in the room I used already, and I had a lamp that I took the lampshade off of, and I used to hold a cool bulb light bulb in front of it, and I would take photos of things. So that is how I got started doing pictures. So it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be clean and clear, and you want to make sure your lighting is cool, not warm. You want to look for lighting that is at least 5,000 K. If someone wants to put that in the chat, that would be amazing. 5,000 K is what you want. The difference between warm and cool lighting will make your pictures look completely different. I have my lights in here set to 8,000 K because the cooler it is, the more it'll look like daylight and the less yellow it'll look. So that's the third tip. And number 4 is pretty words. How does your title look? So we had somebody a few months ago ask if I could help them with their listings. And they said, I haven't sold anything and I can't figure it out why. I went over and we looked at their bay, and their title for things was literally like women's short sleeve white shirt. Well, no, that doesn't work. You got to have in there the brand, the size, the description. You need to phonetically make it sound like a sentence. That is the other thing. And I'll go over that in a second because I think that's a topic we should talk about as we kind of end this up today. So in your words, also in your descriptions, are you putting anything in there? So I like to put in my descriptions, a lot of times I'll have the title of the item. I'll put in a few little notes about it. Maybe if there's any flaws. And then I have measurements and photos, clean washed, ready to wear, and then my little footer. But most importantly, giant asterisk, huge asterisk, giant asterisk. You got to get some keywords in there. If your item is cottagecore, get it in there. If it's preppy, get it in there. If it's athleisure, get it in there. If it's bloatcore, get it in there. If it's goth, get it in there. If it's mall goth, get it in there. If it's preppy, get it in there. If it's golfcore, get it in there. You got to be using words. If you're not using words, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Use the words. It will change. I swear to God, sweet baby Jesus in his tiny tuxedo. It will change your business forever if you learn how to use keywords. It will change everything for you. In our listings, we have keywords in our title. We have keywords in the description, and then we also have it in the themes on the bay. It's why we sell so much stuff. My store I only have 1,200 items in my store. And I have a hard time even getting it up any higher than that because we sell so much of what we list. And we sell so much of what we list because we literally use keywords. Let's look at a couple of the items that we just sold. So I just sold this Paul Mitchell cream, right? This styling cream. The reason I sold it, let's take a look here and let's go to the keywords on it. So I don't have it just listed as Paul Mitchell styling cream. I have things in here: scrub, sugar scrub, smooth, university, frat girl, pretty girl, Paris core, things that are going to be important to that thing. And that is a hard good item. Let's take a look at another thing here. Let's see if I've got any ones on this one. Let's take a look here. This was a discontinued perfume that we just sold for $100. Let me see if I can go to original listing here. There we go. Oh, look, keywords down there at the bottom. Y2K, Bratz, Paris Hilton, 2000, VS, Mall, MySpace. Why? Because that was what was pertinent during this perfume. well, what is someone going to search MySpace? Well, maybe they've been talking about MySpace and how much they missed MySpace, and their phone heard that they missed MySpace, and then they go on and they're looking for perfume somewhere, and the internet says, this girl was talking about MySpace, and she was talking about the mall, and she was talking about how much her and her friend Natasha missed the 2000s. This would be a great thing to advertise for her because the keyword is in this listing. And so if you're not doing keywords, there's a lot of big sellers that don't, and hey, they're doing great. I'm just saying that if you want help and you want that to help you, that is the perfume. Lucky, we already sold one. You know how many others of those are for sale? Tons of them. Just this stuff. Okay, in this week, you guys, this is what we have sold that we listed together just this week together. Let's take a look. I'm going to go into my orders. This is just on the Bay. So we listed that perfume, and that just sold. Books 2 days ago. Remember the books that we listed? All those books we were going through? I've already sold 3 packs of those because of the keywords that I had in those listings. The dolphin things. Remember the dolphin things that we just listed a couple days ago? I've sold 2 of them. So this is all hard goods. The Corvette cup. We just listed that, guys, remember? And we did it because of the keywords. Let's see, what else do we got in here? We've got, there's the other dolphin thing. Nike, that Nike shirt that we did 2 weeks ago when we were doing clothes. Patches. Remember those patches that we just listed together? Those sold. The Life magazine. We just did that the other day. Another patch. The Jenga games. Remember the Jenga games? Look at the sell-through rate on that stuff. The miniature. Remember the miniature doll furniture that we all did together? Just sold that. X-Files. 8 days ago, we listed that. That sold. So the Braun 3-in-1, we bought that at the thrift store, guys, when we went thrifting. We went thrifting all together last Tuesday. I listed that on Thursday, and it sold. And it's not selling because there's something that I have something magical. It's selling because I understand the importance of keywords and search engines. Here's what we're going to do. Don't tell anybody I did this because anyone that paid full price on this is about to be salty. We're going to run this really, really quick, and I'm just going to do a tiny little percentage off. If you bought it today, if you bought this today and you didn't get it on this sale, message me and I'll make sure I include a little something extra in when I mail you as a thank you. We're going to run this as a flash sale for a little discount. If you guys want to pick up this keywords list, you will get an email today. You can get all of it today. You can start getting in your listings today. And this is going to literally change your life. I don't tell people to buy a lot of stuff, but if there's one thing I can tell you to purchase, it's this keywords list. It has, there's 500. Over 500 keywords. Forks and spoons. Yes, my queen. Yes, I love that. Forks and spoons. Send me a message today on Whatnot with your Gmail address, and I'll make sure you get it today. You guys got 7 seconds left. 6 seconds left. I literally don't ever do this, but I was like, we're just going to do it real quick because she is talking about it. Okay. So for the other people that bought the master keywords list today, I will send you a little something extra as a thank you for doing that. Hey, honey, before you ship off the keywords list emails today to people, let me know, okay? Because I want to put something a little extra in. Tell me you heard me. Justin! What? Before you ship off any of the keywords list QRs today, I want to include something a little extra, so just let me know. Okay, perfect. Kriya, welcome in. It's because you have green hair. Oh my gosh, yeah, it was a perfume. Yeah, I know. It's super awesome, you guys. And there is no trick to it. I don't have some sort of magic. There isn't a magic thing I do. We just sell a lot of stuff. And we sell a lot of stuff because of that, because we put the keywords in. So if you guys are interested, now this is not mine. I want to preference this by saying this is not mine. Our friend Laura was nice enough to help me get a link here so that you guys could buy this from her. So this is not mine, but this is how I learned how to resell. So if you guys are, why does that say $88,000? What is happening? Oh, honey, some sort of glitch happened with the reseller guide. It says it's $888,000. So. Oh, yeah, I know why. Never mind. Just kidding. It's because I don't want you to buy it here because the money doesn't go to me. So here's what you do. Click on that little QR code below, and it's going to pull it up so it's big on your screen. And it's going to look something like this. It's going to look just like this. So this is what it's going to look like for you guys. Then if you follow it, click on it from your photos in your phone, and it'll take you over to a link that will allow you to get Laura's reseller guide. It's only 37 bucks. I paid $137 for it. I was a literal failing reseller. I absolutely sucked at it. I couldn't sell anything, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't sell anything because I had been doing marketing and stuff for years. And so I came into this with my britches on fire, thinking I was going to be all that and a bag of Cheetos. And I quickly learned that doing reselling is way different than selling anything else, right? It is a totally different world. And so I got her reseller guide, and it immediately changed my business. It's 67 pages of basically start to finish on how to resell. So she goes through like the 4 P's we talked about. Everything I'm telling you guys here is stuff I learned from her. So you get in a special Facebook group to get one-on-one help, which I use all the time. And now I help over there. I went from being someone that needed help to now I'm one of the moderators over there. But she's incredible. She earns 6 figures. She lives right up in Austin. I personally know her. She's a friend of ours. She's amazing. And it will help you. I don't think you need to buy a whole lot of things in this business, but it is something. It's the only thing besides the master keywords list. And I'm like, I think these are the 2 things you need. I think you need a keywords list. So, unless you are an aesthetics expert and a fashion expert, you may not need it. But if you are not, and you need a copy paste easy solution, there you go. And then if you are feeling like you're not doing well and your listings are not looking right, and you just need something that's like to focus you in on like, okay, these are all the things I need to do step by step by step by step by step. This is that guide. I almost get emotional when I think about it, because I think if I hadn't come across this guide, I can't say I would have quit reselling. I just don't know that I would have decided to make it my career, because I wasn't doing well. And so I just never thought I never thought I'd make it. I never thought I would do it. So, I have tenacity, so I would have kept going, but it just would have taken me really a much longer time to get there. So if you guys need help, that is not my guide. So credit where credit is due. It is Laura's, but it's definitely worth it. So, and I welcome in. Steph is here. Richard, Caleb, Storage Finds. Hello. Run a DMC for love of humor, says boobs, the keyword I get for my chat GPT. Yeah, chat GPT's keywords is it ain't there yet. ChatGPT don't know nothing. Well, because that also requires ChatGPT knowing what human beings kind of want. And I guess it could know that eventually through time. But right now, it's kind of like the suggested. Anyone that has Nifty, you guys know what I'm talking about. The suggested hashtags it tells you to put on, like Poshmark and stuff, like what AI and ChatGPT tells you to put on there, are like ridiculous. They're so not even real. Like, they're just words that they kind of have made up. So it kind of it makes me chuckle. Trucking in, welcome in. Mac is here. Naughty Pies. Joyce Pies, you're so naughty. Levi sneaking in here. Hey Trace. Good afternoon, you guys. I hope you all are doing amazing. Okay, so we've got our little shoes cleaned here. I think I'm just going to do a tiny bit more scrubbing. And this is way longer than I usually spend on shoes. But like I said, all these Nikes we've got today, these are all like, super banger alerts. So I don't want to just sell them for nothing when I know I can get more for them by just giving them a little bit of love. Jets is here. Fresh Pick Hustles is fresh and picking hustles. And if you guys have any shows coming up, please shout them out below. Share with the fam here. Let us know what you got going on. Let us know what's happening, bub. And we will get in there and we will give you a little bit of love and we'll get you a little bookmarks, because that's what we do. We help each other out. Hello. I love how you always call me Mrs. Nice Comps. Oh, there's Mr. Nice Comps. He's Mr. Nice Comps. Where'd you go? Where are you? You're hidden. Now he's hidden. Oh, just a second. He's getting something out of the closet. You do exist. Here he comes. He's Mr. Nice Comps, running out of the cage, and he's been doing just fine. Well, gotta get down because he wants it all. Started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. All right. So these are nice and clean. Those look great. Those were literally disgusting, as we would say.
Small, clear
Disgusting. The small ones we have top shelf, left-hand side underneath that thing there. If you don't see any there, then they're in the garage or they're in a box in the garage on the resale shelf. So either way, what size small are you talking about? 9 by 12?
As small as you have.
Oh, like Ziploc baggies?
No, but somewhere around that size.
Then quart Ziploc baggies. And
I don't
then gallon Ziploc baggies. Then I don't have any. Yeah, the only other thing I've got is a 9 by 12s. Honey, can I give you this?
That's what.
This is full of really grossness. This needs to get shaken outside, and then it's gonna have to get washed. It's so much dirt at this point that it's like become disgusting. It's become disgusting and despicable. All right, so we're gonna clean off our little station here because it is gross and a hot mess. Looking hot. Oh, Justin must be trying to clean something. You guys know, and yes, I use Grandma's sneaker cleaner for everything. We're using it to clean this right here. Jack hates cleanliness, and he hates anything that has anything to do with clean. So now Justin is going to take a towel outside and shake it out, and Jack gets very offended. Jack prefers to live in a pigsty, and he doesn't want anything to do with cleanliness. All right, let's take a look at these shoelaces. The tip of this shoelace is pretty gross. We're gonna clean that real quick here. With what are we gonna use? Grandma's sneaker cleaner because she uses it for everything. Gwen is here. Welcome in, my love. How are you today? I hope you are having a Gwen-tastic day today. I hope you are having a Gwen-tastic day. So shoelace cleaning, little Grandma sneaker cleaner. Boom, look at that. Crisp and white. Grandma's sneaker cleaner, some people be snoozing on that. You can also do acetone. So if you want to take your little thing here, pump it up. I am great, Gwen. Thank you so much for asking. We've been cleaning banger shoes all day today. Squeaky. She's squeaky. So we're just going to get this shoelace clean here, and boom. Just like that, the shoelace is no longer disgusting. All right, so we're going to have our sand here. So we're going to get a picture of the insides and the year tag of these first. So there's that. And this right here will help Nifty. So when I upload these images, it'll look and read this label, and then it can automatically find out and figure out what shoe this is by reading the numbers, and then it'll make me the listing. So that way I don't have to look them up and go through all that. We like easy, simple, and quick. Easy, simple, and quick is the name of the game. Okay, perfect. All right. Next up here, we're going to get our little shoehorns in and make him look all handsome, and then move on. Curious about 90% isopropyl. So like rubbing alcohol. So you can use rubbing alcohol. That's fine. I prefer the acetone because it works faster. So with the rubbing alcohol, you just got to put like more grit into it. And I like anything that's like going to be simple and fast. And so for me, I prefer the acetone. Now, normally I tell you guys to go through our link to get it. However, we learned from Bailey that you can get big bottles of 100% pure acetone from like O'Reilly's. So probably like AutoZone, all those places might have it. So I'm going to start getting mine from there because I am all about saving money and getting a good deal. Yeah. So yeah, you can use it in place of acetone. You can use rubbing alcohol. I just, like I said, I choose not to use it anymore because it just doesn't work as fast as the acetone. Yeah, so it's more of a preference thing than anything. I just want things to be like quick and easy so that I can save time. And the price difference isn't that much. Like, yeah, okay, rubbing alcohol is probably a little less expensive, but you have to use way more of it. With the acetone, you use such a little amount of it because it works so fast. Whereas, when you use rubbing alcohol, you have to keep getting the rag wet over and over again. So you're just using more product, in my opinion. But again, personal choice. All right, there's that. There's that. Okay, perfect. These look great. Yeah. Crystal, welcome in. Love of humor. I always love your profile picture because I'm such a pup person. It's so cute to see. It makes me so happy. Daily discount deals. How you doing, my friend? Crystal. All right, so we're going to do our factory knot that we always do on our shoes because y'all know we like to have them look like they're coming out of the factory because then we're going to make more money. So we're going to tie that first. We're going to do that. We're going to do our wraparound here. And then there's that. If you guys miss how to do this, we are hopefully this will be recording today so we can get it up on YouTube. So if you guys missed any of this, you'll be able to see all of our tips and tricks. You'll be able to see the shoelace thing and all that kind of stuff over on our YouTube. So if you guys are not following us on YouTube yet, Justin actually made a QR code for me on day before yesterday. So if you guys click on this QR code right here, and then make it big, screenshot it, and follow it from that QR code, you should be able to find us on YouTube. And then you can subscribe and all that good stuff if you would like to, if you want to be able to get more content. And I know a lot of people, don't catch this whole show because they're at work or whatever. And so I keep getting requests from people so that they can watch it later. So hopefully that'll help you guys out. Hopefully it recorded today. We've been working diligently on trying to find a way for it to screen record and for it to also have the sound and all that good stuff. So, oh, is it live on YouTube today? Well, it's a small miracle. So apparently we're live on YouTube today. It only does it 50% of the time. So if you guys missed any of this, we did a lot of tips and tricks today. So if you missed any of this, you can go in and watch on YouTube, especially if you are even remotely interested in selling shoes. The profit margin on shoes is so huge. I think it's a mistake anybody that doesn't pick them up. So that's my own personal opinion. I mean, I probably spent $15 on all these shoes that we've done today, and we'll make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So cleaning them's a pain in the butt, but we use our electric spin brush and it makes it a lot easier. So, all right, there's that. We're going to get a picture of the bottoms here, and then boom, and done. Great. And our shoes look amazing. So grandma's sneaker cleaner, little soak in, little electric brush, and they are looking great. Ooh, Levi's got a shipping question. Shipping question: does what not charge $9 something for shipping up to 5 pounds, regardless of it being flat rate? Yeah. So the way that it works, Levi, is anything that's up to a pound is considered ground advantage always. And so it's going to be ground advantage prices. So for instance, I will give you a little scenario here if you would like. So for instance, let's say that I am selling this item here. And we're just going to pretend that it weighs 8 ounces. And normally ground advantage shipping for an 8-ounce item is probably going to be like, let's say let's make this super easy. We're going to say it's $4. Okay. And so I'm going to pay $4 in shipping for that. Then I'm at the same show and I see another item, and we're going to say that I want to buy this one, but we're going to say that this one is 6 ounces. So now I have bought a 4-ounce item, and I bought a 6-ounce item. So now I'm at 10 ounces. So I'm going to pay like $4 to ship this one. So I've paid $4 and I've paid $4. So I've now paid $8 in shipping. And then I see another item that I like in the same show, and I buy this thing here. And then we're going to say that this is 4 ounces. So I've got, now I'm now at a pound, 1 pound, 2 ounces between these 3 products. So now if you're in a max shipping show, you're paying up to $9.21, and that's all you pay for the rest of the time. That's it. If you're not in a max shipping show, you're going to pay up to $9.21 for all these items. And then you basically get free shipping between 1 to 5 pounds. It's not that it's free. It's that you're in the same bracket, priority mail wise, for the pricing, for the $9.21 pricing. So you don't really pay anything up to 5 pounds. Now, once you reach 5 pounds again, and let's say you keep buying things, and now you've reached 6 pounds, now you're going to start paying a little bit again. So you may pay $4 or $3. It depends on what you purchase and the weight. And then you buy something else and you pay a couple bucks, and you buy something else and you pay a couple bucks. And now all of a sudden it's at $9.21 again. Now you pay $9.21 again. And that's the most typical one. The only difference that a lot of people do, which is what we do, is we always have our stuff because we sell clothes and smaller items. So we do priority flat rate and we do max shipping. And the reason we do that is because it saves our customers and it doesn't usually cost us anything. But if you sell really, really big lightweight items, you'd want to do priority ground advantage. The only time you should ever do priority, I repeat this, the only time you should ever do priority is if the people are paying and you're not doing max shipping. If you do max shipping and you do priority, you are going to pay money because of just the way that it works. You're going to pay $9.21 every time it hits that 5 pounds. So I would not do that if I were you. Liquidation Kings, welcome in. I hope that answered your question, Levi. If it didn't, let me know. Cutie Crumbs, welcome to the party. My garage is full. Ditto. Me too. E-Rock is here. Nicole's here. D-Lard, welcome in. Okay, you guys. So what I'm gonna do is I need to eat. I can feel my body waning, and the fasting needs to be done. What is up? Cleaning shoes. Cleaning shoes, cleaning shoes, cleaning shoes is what we do. So we've been cleaning shoes all day. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask you guys to pop into the next show here with me for a minute and just let them know you are part of the Nice Comps crew. If you guys are willing to stay in this show that I go into for 30 seconds, it helps me and it helps the person I raid into. When you guys leave and you don't raid in and you just leave and you don't stay for a second, it doesn't make me look like I know what I'm doing, and it makes the person look like they don't know what they're doing. So if you guys can just be in there for a second, say hello, I would really appreciate it. And I'll be back on here tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we do clothes, maybe we do shoes. I don't know what we're gonna do, but come on by and hang out. Also, last but not least, if you guys have not had a chance yet, go in and bookmark. I've got, we're doing a live show. If you guys want to see how I do auctions and you're curious how we do, come into my Saturday show. I'm part of a raid train. I'll be on for about 30 minutes and it should be a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun at our auction shows. They're kind of weird and kind of crazy. They're a little different than anything you've probably ever seen before, but we have a great time with it. So make sure you guys bookmark that. And that says Texas Raid Train. That is this Saturday. So hopefully you guys can come in. Levi says, I was going to make bundles of something, but it won't fit in a flat rate. Yeah, if it won't fit in a flat rate, that can be sketchy. You just got to be really careful. What's going to happen is if it can't fit in a flat rate, if you select flat rate, Levi, and it can't fit in a flat rate because it's too many items, it's going to unbundle it when you go to ship, because then you're going to have to deselect flat rate and you're going to have to either select priority or you're going to select ground advantage and you can eat it. So if it's going to be a bundle and it's going to be big, you're going to have to probably do priority ground advantage. Because then it can be much bigger and you don't have to worry about it unless it's wicked heavy, Levi. And then I would be careful if you're doing max shipping. So yeah, well, just make sure you put the real weights on that. So you are so welcome. I'm so happy that I could help you out, Naughty Paws. Okay, let's take a look and see who we're rating today. Who do we got? Who do we got? Let's see. Let's see if we can find somebody that oh my gosh, you guys, this person has 1 viewer in their show. So we are going to raid over there and make them feel good, okay? This is 1993 Trading Co. This is antique jewelry, vintage. Make sure you say hello from me. Let's give them some viewers, you guys. 1 viewer, that's got to feel hard. So, all right, we're going to do that. I love you all. I hope you got some value today. Thank you to everybody for coming in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys.